bask in the glory. Every other weekend there's a cognac story. Before we give a toast, better make sure they pour me another glass and put it in the air for the time that passed. I said bask in the glory. Every other weekend there's a cognac story. Before we give a toast, better make sure they pour me another glass and put it in the air for the time that passed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back once again, Cognac Stories, and we are joined by the captain of Critical Race Theory, the fucking polo tag popper. All right, the fucking Lincoln Village legend himself. All right, the fucking captain of the goddamn debate team, Zay Guevara. Isaiah Jones is in the fucking building. I fucked up. I didn't have your round of applause ready. I'm sorry. I'll get it for you in about 5 seconds. But it's all good, man. It's all good. How you been, brother?
Okay, I've been good, man. School's over. I just wanted to pod and thank you so much for continuing to offer me this seat, man. I appreciate you. I've been good, man.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. So right now, man, it's a hot summer. Here's your air horns. I don't know if you can hear them. Yo, so it's a hot ass summer. I know we were just talking about it being like 90 something degrees right now. I got my AC like on 60, and my dumb ass put a sweatshirt on for this fucking pod, and I'm hot as shit. I tried wrapping a fucking towel around my head, a paper towel like Jadakiss. Shit don't work nowadays, man. They made paper towels different, bro.
Gotta get the quicker picker upper. That's what that was. That was that good shit.
Yeah, man. So
you been though, bro?
I've been good, man. Just had this big Father's Day, man. Had my brother and my dad come down. I talked about all that shit in the last podcast, so I'm not about to rehash that shit right now. But we didn't talk to you. So how was your Father's Day, my guy?
It was good. It was different. My wife planned like a day for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, she took me to a comedy show. I went to a comedy show. It was Talent was the host. And there was a couple other like comedians. It was the dude Pierre. He played in Baps, light skin cat.
I know you're talking about Pierre, funny as shit.
yeah, Pierre. And it was like this white dude. I seen him around on television shows. I forget his name, but he was pretty funny and like a bunch of up and coming comedians. It was cool. It was my first time being in a comedy club, I think ever. It's weird. I'm so mad at Rascals was going by the time we was grown. Yeah. Remember Rascals?
Yeah, that shit was lit. The last comedy club I went to was I want to say the Comedy Cellar, like in New Brunswick, like up in that area.
That's what I went to. Yeah, it was that shit called. It was right there in New Brunswick. They had a tent outside. It was hot as hell. A lot of old heads in there with their church shoes and like Steve Harvey pants. So I felt like old head shit, man. So I felt a little, but I got love on the polo. Though Talent said I had the classic polo, and the other people had the big ponies on there. He said,
that big pony shit, man.
He said, get that big pony out of here.
That's yo, big pony polo is for country bumpkins. Let me tell you that right now. And I didn't know that until I moved down south. And I'm like I had the fucking the polo that had like the 5 horse, like the whole polo team on it. And these motherfuckers run around with the big polo joints. And I'm like, that shit looks so fucking tacky. But then when you look at how a lot of them dressed in that era, like 2000, 2001, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, motherfuckers looking crazy. But everything was bigger.
Yeah.
No, and there was some Texas motherfuckers too, man. They can't dress for shit anyway. Sorry, I'll probably get shot. It is what it is.
Oh man, you better check your analytics and see what people listening from.
We only have 2 listeners out there, so they don't dress like that.
Right.
Yeah, man. So you had the big Father's Day, man. I got a question for you though, bro. How was your first Father's Day? Like, what do you remember about that?
I don't even remember much about it at all. So much that was basic, you know. Like I really can't even remember it.
What was the first one that like mattered to you? I'll put it like that.
I don't think about it like that. I never thought about them like that. I was 28 when I had my daughter. So my first Father's Day, it was 28. She was like a couple weeks old.
Wow. But that don't count then.
She just got here my first Father's Day because she's born May 13th. But I really don't. That's a great question. I can't recall specific things I did or received on those days. But I look at Father's Day and my daughter's birthday as a reflective day more so. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's so close. So
Yeah, it's just a reflective day on, my fatherhood, what I want to, accomplish as a father, what I want to be, and that's pretty, and it's a celebration, man. It's just interesting, seeing social media being celebratory and contrarian at the same time. So that's pretty much it.
yeah, because I know for me, this is my first, Father's Day, and I'm not really not a big holiday guy, things like that. My daughter's mother, she asked me, did I want to do anything for Father's Day? I want anything special, and I said, hell, fucking no, I don't want anything.
Yeah.
Because if it's not coming from my daughter, it ain't Father's Day. You know what I mean? It's not like, and I'm not married, so my wife can't get me shit. Yeah, so I don't want anything. I want my daughter. And that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, So and it was crazy because I asked my dad. I was like, "Yo, did we like ever do anything good for Father's Day?" You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember getting them like the bullshit ties and all that kind of stuff for like the fucking card. But I'm like, yo, I remember going all out for my mom. Right? Like we go fucking super hard. We take them to dinner. We get the fucking flowers. I was getting like fucking big ass frame pictures and shit, like all type of wild shit. And then when dad comes, it's like, yo, here's some fucking socks, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and it's like,
that's real.
When we think about it, it's like we never like really honor the sacrifices of fathers. We always just shit on them or play them, things like that. Okay, I'm not gonna say we don't, but
it's a masculine holiday all the way around.
I think it is, and it should be. And what we did this year, like my brothers, like we all got together and shit, and we're gonna make it a tradition, like where the men come together, because we're all grown and we can just sit around and just talk about our fatherhood experience, right? And I learned so much about my dad and my brothers, and then JR, my other brother. I just learned today that nigga's last name is Meacham. You know what I'm saying? Like he grew up in Asbury, bro. This is breaking fucking news. So Jeff Edmonds, aka Jay Everyday, who was on the fucking show, my brother, I did not know he was born with the same last name as me. He's probably gonna slap the shit out of me for saying this on air, but it is what it is. So we had the same last name, but then when he moved, his dad changed it. And I was like, yo, I just learned like last week. I used to live on Fifth Ave, bro, by the beach.
Today years old.
And he lived there with us. Like he didn't leave until like he was a couple years. So we grew up together. You know what I'm saying? And then and Bruce was around all of us then. My dad, right? And I'm like, this nigga, everybody, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to stepdads, man. But yeah, it was it was crazy, man. But and I'm thinking about all that shit, just like fatherhood and what we go through, and how it's kind of marginalized sometimes. But then I'm like, yo, we men, so we don't care about that shit.
That's why I said it's masculine all around.
Exactly. I'm like, I just need my kids, and talking to my dudes, they all feel the same way. They like, nah, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm chill, I'm cool with a beer.
I swear, I was thinking that, bro. Like, my wife really like did a good job. You know what I'm saying? Made sure I ate good. You know what I mean? I think we had sushi. I love sushi.
Yeah.
But I would have been happy with the simplest things, bro. Just a full day of relaxation and not worrying about something. Because as men, I don't know, my mind's always on something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Preoccupied or thinking ahead. And just to have a day where you can just chill, like I'm good with that. So, but also I think, the society, the way it's treated Father's Day, I mean, it's becoming like it's waking up. But I think it also
it's coming back.
I think it also has lessened our expectations, like, it dumbed down so we don't expect much. You know what I mean? It's a punchline. So, with that, all those factors, I don't expect much. I just was like, man, I'm gonna work out. I just want to eat good, and I don't want to do shit today. I really just don't want to do shit. So, but overall, like, how did it feel to kick it, like, you know what I mean, and share your, because you in a different stage of fatherhood compared to your brothers and your fathers. So.
Yeah, I'm a baby. They kids are grown.
Yeah,
like, I'm his kid, so I'm grown. My brother's kids, the majority of them are 15 and up right now. So and then like my brother Jeff, his kids are toddler age. I think his eldest is 2010, 2011. I was about 10, 11 years old. So
is some wisdom? some wisdom shared?
Yeah, it was a lot. I mean, it was a lot of wisdom shared, a lot of weed smoked. My daughter was running around everywhere. You know, my brother Calvin didn't smoke weed, obviously, right? But my dad, he came. First off, he ain't leave none. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I didn't ask him for any, but I'm like, yo, fam, like, you gonna come all the way from Jersey. You got some shit I can't get, man. You ain't, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I catch him next time though, man. But I think the biggest lesson, man, was just honoring the sacrifice, man. And at some point, like when you're a kid, you're never going to realize that, right? You don't realize what the hell fathers do. Like, you don't realize what your dad puts up with or what a man puts up with. Even like, you know, when you said you just wanted to just not do shit for a day.
Yeah.
When the hell can men do that? Or like a father just do that? Just, bro, as a guy, you are, as a head of a family, you make all the decisions. You know what I'm saying? You make all, like, what's for dinner? Yeah, like if you're going out to eat, you got to choose that. You got to do this. You got all this shit, all this responsibility. And it's like, yo, this is the one day I'm just trying not to do shit.
Yeah, it really it feels good. And not only not doing shit, but not feeling guilty about not doing shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know, I feel guilty laying around. And it's crazy not working, not teaching, right? Because I feel like I have to do something. Wife, like, chill, like, just enjoy this. You working 2 jobs on a year. You only got 1 day off, and that day off, you're preparing for the week. So it just, you know, just to have that Father's Day is truly a holiday when you get to rest, man. That's what it's
man.
about.
Rest and relaxation, man.
Yep.
I fuck with that, man. Cause like I don't, even going forward, like, you know, I don't really need a bunch of, like, if my daughter wants to do some shit and like, I'm cool, make all the cards and, you know, like that's cool. I like that kind of stuff because coming from her, but it's like, yeah, if she wants to know what I want to do for Father's Day, I want to sit at home and watch Juice and Above the Rim. That's what we can do for Father's Day. We can watch old black movies. I'm dead ass, bro. Like for Father's Day, I just want to watch movies that I like, black movies that I like, or just like sentimental movies that I like, to share that experience with my daughter. That's it. That's Father's Day for me. A little bit of beer, a little bit of weed. You know what I mean? I'm good, man. So,
Above the Rim, you my nigga.
Yeah. What so from your first Father's Day to now, what do you think your biggest lesson learned has been?
My big lesson learned is to not let society dictate how you parent or how you react, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes, you know, all these studies and everyone sharing their opinion on social media about what works for them and what like, you know, what your child should be exposed to and what you shouldn't expose them to. If you don't feel like something is right in your heart and you feel passionate about it, don't let social media and like these scholars and intellectuals dictate, you know what I mean, at what pace you should parent. You know what I'm saying? Because only responsibility as far as developing a person, that's your child. You can't say it was working for everybody else. So that's one of the things, man, because I often sometimes second guess myself as a parent. Like maybe I shouldn't do this. I shouldn't allow this. I should be more of this and less of that. And just instead of just going off of instinct, right? And I should just compare what I was able to, mainly comparing it to my development. I think that's what parenting is for me, right? Just like, I remember when I was this age and what I was going through and what I was capable of. So she should be capable of this now. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's really what it is. Going off of instinct and worrying less about what you see on television and hear and like social media.
Yeah, because everybody's a fucking expert on parenting and everything on social media. You know, so they'll tell you what type of shit, and then when you look at they funky ass kids, you like, I don't think you follow your own advice. That nigga got boogers in his nose.
And also like, you know, with success, right? I want my daughter to be a high honor roll student, all of that things. Like I would love that. You know what I'm saying? She's not that yet, but one thing I'm very proud of is I'm raising a good person.
Yeah.
I swear I'm so proud of her character and just the type of things she says. She's thoughtful, she's loving, bruh. And those are the things that I'm so proud of. And I used to just think that was just regular. When I look at other kids and their priorities, I'm looking like, damn, maybe that's not regular. That is almost extraordinary.
Yeah. Let me tell you, man, like, you know, I was having this conversation with my boys, man, all weekend, bro, all weekend on Xbox about this what is success? just like as a parent, you know. And
Mm.
I talked about it in the last pod, and you kind of touched on it, and you said you're just proud of her character and how she developed, and seeing, you know, like what you did compared to, you know, what she can do now, and just, I'm just like, look, man, if your kid's life is 1% better than yours was, you're a success, bro. Because I'm like, that's our job, bro, is to make their shit a little bit more livable, man. Make it a little bit more easier. And it's not about, you know, them being spoon fed or being coddled, things like that. It's like, yo, if we know, right, and let me get all fucking philosopher, right? Let me get all philosophical, right? Like if we look at like life is suffering, right? And all the religions tell you that, right? And their way is the way. So if life is suffering, all we got to do is make our kids suffer a lot less than we did. You know what I'm saying? Or a little bit less, and then we winning, bro. Because it's like, you look around, like, you probably know a million, bro, half your building probably didn't have healthcare growing up. You know what I'm saying? Your kid go to the emergency room whenever she want now. You know what I'm saying?
Whenever she want, dentist, regular joint. You know what I'm saying? I just love that I'm able to, and it's crazy, something I thought was basic, right? Just taking my daughter to the museum.
Yeah.
Every time I take my daughter to the museum and I just post it, I post it also just to put other.
And you do that a lot, bro. You do that a lot. I see that shit. I'm copying your whole swag. I'm about to Drake you. How you did Soldier Boy. You're gonna be like, Meech, the museum. I was the first father to do that.
Hey yo, and when I posted, honestly, I posted more so to put parents on, because I love getting ideas from other people. And when people be like, yo, that's so dope. You know, I didn't even think about that. But I'm like, yo, like this type of stuff that I wish I could have did. Like I love those type of trips when we went to school and just seeing like things and going places. And it's not as expensive as you think. And also sometimes it is kind of expensive, like shit. Parking and museums can be expensive, but that memory, you know what I'm saying? That is priceless, man. Cause I remember when the school took us to go see, I literally went on a trip to go see Alvin Ailey back in
I did that shit too, man. Alvin Ailey danced there.
They took us to see Alvin Ailey, bro.
New York to see that,
Yes, and I remember seeing Bringing the Noise, Bringing the Funk on a trip one time in high school. So being exposed to these things in the arts, and I remember my teacher exposing me to Stevie Wonder, you know what I mean, and just how that stuff made me appreciate blackness and just define arts. So I just know, like, you know what I mean, just instilling this and making my daughter dynamic. So those are things I love, man, and not making her, and also me not letting our culture dictate who she is. Because I feel like our existence, even though we hate white people that treat us like a monolith, we treat each other like a monolith sometimes.
Absolutely.
And I don't want my daughter I don't want her to feel like her blackness should be a particular way. So here we go, getting all philosophical, man.
Yeah, hey man, that's what this shit is for, man. Cognac stories. Tune in.
You already.
So yeah, man, like we got 4th of July coming up next, man. Any plans for that? That's like in a couple days.
couple days.
Yeah.
Traveling. So I guess it's funny. So I'm gonna be down around your way. So traveling, it's gonna be like a whole week of things.
Hey, you smoke?
Occasionally.
All right, well, if you come down his way, if you come down his way, hit me up. I can pick you up something from the dispensary, dog.
Okay.
Look at that. Look at that. Making fucking deals.
Let's do it. Yeah, I haven't had something since I had an edible, so word.
I can give you some of those too.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Kicking it with my father for a few days and going to celebrate my sister-in-law 50th birthday party. Then I'm coming back and just, you know, chilling. What about you, man?
So no 4th of July, American flag, shit like that.
We gonna just eat, man. You know what's crazy? Right before Juneteenth, because that was before school ended. I had my students. We did a analysis of Frederick Douglass, what the 4th of July means to a slave.
Yeah. Hold up. Before we get into this shit, we didn't talk about Juneteenth, man, because everybody was MIA. What do you think about that shit being a holiday?
I like it. I just, you know, I like it. You know, I was, you know, I'm a very humble dude, but I was early on the Juneteenth train, man. Like I did an event 2 years ago on Juneteenth, which actually was a Black networking event in Trenton. And
man, like, that was a Connect and Chill, right?
Yeah, Connect and Chill, my first one, and it was a nice turnout, and I got a job from that event, but I actually love the consciousness of it, of it raising, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at it, man. I don't know. People just always anytime we get something, and it's not even something like getting something. I understand legislation matter more than symbolism, but I mean, I don't know. I think I can separate the two. So
Yeah.
I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I've been acknowledging Juneteenth for a very long time since I learned about it, over 10 years. But or over 10 years really, right? But
dope.
but the thing is that like, you know, we didn't ask for it,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna take it. You give me a day off, I'm gonna take it. You know, because it's like it ain't about me. Like I'm jaded, bro. I'm 40 years old. My dad is 60. He don't give a fuck about Juneteenth. But you know who does? You know who does though? My daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like your daughter, you know, all these young kids that are coming up without the same bullshit we had to go through. And all they see is just like progress. They don't see the hurdles that we had to fucking like bust through. And it's like, yo, this shit is for them. So when they fucking when June 18th comes, or that Thursday before they get that Friday off, and they had that damn assembly, and they got the Frederick Douglass speech going on, they watching Eyes on the Prize, they got all this fucking wonderful, beautiful black just pride being shown outside of Black History Month, and we're learning about why Juneteenth is, and then what the government put in front of black people after we got emancipated. It's like, yo, with them learning that, and then because now like our kids learn what their great grandparents and grandparents and parents had to go through, you know, and now it's just like, and now they can understand the sacrifices and stuff that we went through, man. So
I mean, Grant, I you know, it's crazy because it's been almost cynical, the response you see on social media, right?
Oh hell yeah,
and I get it. I totally get it. I feel conflicted, honestly, bro. I swear, sometimes I feel conflicted. Like, should I be happy?
Shit, let me tell you, I saw white people out here celebrating Juneteenth, and let me tell you, they were celebrating it the right way. Like, I can't even normally, you know, it's like, you whites. Nah, these whites got it right this time, you know, because what did they do? They turned to their black brother, their brown brother, and they said, hey, how do I celebrate Juneteenth?
And I think this is a good opportunity.
Yeah, it's a teachable moment. It's a teachable moment. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you don't got to put on kente cloth, you know, like fucking Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi and take a knee. You don't got to do any of that. All you got to do is teach your people about what happened and what everybody had to go through, and then understand that, hey, slavery is bad. Let's stop sugarcoating it and stop justifying it because it was legal. Nigga, concentration camps were legal. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you know, like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like fucking taking Native American kids and putting them in those boarding schools and then fucking killing them and burying their bodies for hundreds of years. That was legal. You know what I'm saying?
You know what we should do though? I think honestly we struggling on a collective way to celebrate it. You know, all holidays in this country are just economic holidays, right? So
exactly.
way of you know, monetizing the symbolism. Why don't we just turn that into like a day of patronizing black businesses? So
that's what we should do for Black History Month.
That would be true.
Because we patronize black business and a day of service.
Yeah, that'd be dope. Day of service, like we really, because everyone like cooking out, dressing nice, like just like the low hanging fruit. But
yeah,
that would be dope because you can. They literally quantify how much money is made on fucking Black Friday. You know what I'm saying? So why not figure out a way to quantify how much money black businesses made on that day? Like,
because we're all off, bro. We're off. It's a federal holiday. We get the day off. That's why it's so dope. So you can go support that motherfucking black business.
Exactly. That's why.
That's a great idea. Hold up, man. We're gonna have to trademark this shit. All right, patent this shit. Whatever the fuck we got to do, because I haven't heard anybody say that yet. I heard folks say shop black businesses on Black Friday, but I'm like, hold up. If I got another Black Friday in Juneteenth, where we all gonna go to black people and spend money with us, I'm down for that. We put like a little service component, you know, like, you know, you go to like like I don't know, whatever the fuck you do, you do it, right?
Some big service projects, yeah.
But I think it's dope, and it's for us. You know, we're in our own communities. We just do like a beach cleanup or a park cleanup or paint some shit, Habitat for Humanity, something like that. Go to the elderly shit and rock with them. You know what I'm saying? Because they remember when there was no Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? They saw Martin get killed. They saw Malcolm get killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm talking, you know, and asked my dad, asked him about Juneteenth. he wasn't fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? But he's 60 years old. Like he
He's a
grew up.
militant brother though. So what was his reasoning?
Fuck that shit. It don't change. It doesn't change anything.
It doesn't.
Like, and you got to think, right? He's 60 years old, so he lived through the civil rights era. His mom is 81. Like, she watched Emmett Till's mom on TV show her son.
Jet magazine.
You know? So it's like so no holiday is gonna pacify them or be cool with them because they're like, yo, I saw y'all do all the worst shit ever. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't have that, so it's a little easier to, you know, push on us. And then the next generation, it's like they didn't see any of that shit. But yeah, man. So I'm all about it, man. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but 4th of July.
But you know what though? What I appreciated about it is it's like acknowledging elephant in the room of history, right? Because we celebrating independence on the 4th of July, but our ancestors were enslaved on 4th of July, 1776.
Yep.
And one of a black man was the first casualty during the Revolutionary War, Crispus Attucks. You know what I'm saying? So, but all his people were still enslaved. So it's just very hypocritical for us to celebrate that with so much reverence when we had our independence. True independence, you know, not like true independence, like not just on paper, but when people
not free-ish.
The last one,
the new show from Kenya Barris, free-ish.
Yes. You know, it's crazy, man. And also people need to understand elections have consequences. So everybody talking about these legislations that's not passing, but none of these motherfuckers understand filibuster. They don't understand like why it's so hard to pass these legislations and why these people are in charge are not going to pass these legislations. They need to get out and mobilize and get rid of gerrymandering so they can have more people in Congress that could pass these legislations. I don't know.
What's crazy is like people is focused so much on legislations that are not passing. They're not paying attention to the ones that are passing. Like, there's been hella positive progress coming from Washington, right? And no one's paying attention to it. Same perfect example. I'm never going to talk about that. This is just how, and God damn it, I didn't want to start. Black people, y'all niggas need to learn how to read. All right. I love you. I love my people. And I'm not talking about blacks, just the niggas that be on the internet talking stupid shit, right? So you just had the Derek Chauvin verdict last week, right? Or the sentencing. And he got 22.5 years and everybody's like, oh, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. You niggas don't fucking read, bro. He is facing state and federal charges. He is in the middle of a plea deal right now for his Fed charges because he is going to get life unless he takes a plea deal and explains on national TV in front of a fucking congressional panel why he killed George Floyd and refused to render aid to him. That is his plea deal. He has to do that in front of Congress. And he's going to take it. So he only gets 30 years instead of life. And then he'll be out at what, he's 40 something now. He'll be out at 70 something. Right. So it's like, but yeah, man, people are like, oh, he got off easy. Bro, you got to understand like what he's being charged with. State charges have a maximum sentencing time compared to Fed charges. And it's a different burden of proof. With state charges, what he's facing, you got to prove that shit. For this federal civil rights lawsuit, the burden of proof is the tape. That's it.
Exactly. Like the bar is lower. Exactly. People don't understand the difference between first degree murder, second degree murder, third degree murder. Exactly. Minnesota is one of the few states that have third degree murder. They don't understand intent. Like people just be talking out of emotion rather than out of out of a place of knowledge. So like, if you understand the statutes that go with the I get that shit is frustrating, bro. Yeah. And be so loudly talking that shit. Like, shut up. Like, you can't sit here and say no, it's not first degree murder. I don't give a fuck. It's not first degree murder. It's not. Yeah. It's not. And people want first degree murder time. And
it's so hard to prove that because you got to say this motherfucker got up that morning and said, I'm gonna kill a black person. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got up and said, I'm gonna kill a nigga. I know people that have woke up and said that from the hood. and they did it. You know what I mean? I don't think he woke up that morning and said he's going to do it, but he did it. You know what I mean? So, and that's what you got to prove. And it's too hard to prove that. So you get what you can get. You charge what you can convict. That's the thing. Like we've seen Baltimore charge too high and not get shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like we've seen North Carolina do that. We've seen all these states try to make these symbolic convictions or these symbolic charges, and they shit that they can't prove. You know what I'm saying?
We get mad and talk about it's injustice. Like, no, like you got to break down all the nuance. I remember I taught my class about that. I really did a whole. I taught government process and law, and I did a whole lesson on the different like types of murder, and I was like, yo, what y'all gonna think he gonna be charged with? And because this trial came around fast, by the way. A lot of people sleeping on that too. Trials don't come around. I don't know niggas that be sitting in the county for years still waiting on trial. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, and even like around locally, jokers be expecting niggas from the hood to get life, but they be getting manslaughter because they can't prove that. First of all, they don't want nobody really testifying. So the prosecution, just to get people off the street, they go with whatever they know they can get off with.
Yeah. So it's crazy, man. These police, you know, it's like, and then we already talking about police, so we might talk about police. Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. Like people don't understand how much they're protected, but that's why it's great to see, you know, qualified states like New York ending qualified immunity.
Word.
You know? And that is a game changer. And it's like, yo, if people understood what that means, they will realize that cops are going to get sued.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They're going to face civil suits. Police departments are going to face civil suits. Like motherfuckers are going to go to jail off of civil suits, you know, because qualified immunity is not going to protect them anymore, you know? And I'm like, yo, if y'all just focused on shit like that, what we got going on, the positive effects from the tragic events of, you know, George Floyd's murder, it's like you would see, hey, there are more people that realize it's wrong. And there are more people willing to go to bat for what's right. That's why you saw the streets flooded for an entire summer. You know what I'm saying with people. And it's like, yo, if you can't take that as progress, white folks, black folks, brown folks, Asian folks, they not fucking around anymore. They're trying to fix this shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, hey, man, you know, slow progress is better than no progress. You know, and that's what I'll say, man. But yeah, we definitely had two other issues, man, with three other issues with a police officer. I know we had a St. Louis cop convicted for beating a black undercover officer. I want to say this was back in, let me fucking read it for real. This was from, I want to say the event happened during the 2017 during the Ferguson protest. Was a black undercover officer, and he was convicted of, white officer and his boys beat the shit out of a black undercover officer. Like, and he said, hey, I'm one of you guys. And this is 2017, right? 2017 on video, on body cam, cop assaults another cop. It's 2021 now, and they just convicted him. So you got to understand how long this shit takes, you know, but he's going to go to jail for a while. You got any thoughts on this, man?
Again, that's a slow will of justice. But justice is served, especially with all the bullshit that was going on in Ferguson. And you know, again, I think that's probably the black officer's wake up nigga moment if he wasn't woken up already. And it just shows, like, you know, the implicit bias that a lot of police officers have. So I think that is, you know, another example, right? You know what I'm saying? And especially with someone that understands rules of engagement and probably know how to minimize the risk of that escalating to physical, and still being treated like that. That should show people, like, yo, the system definitely needs to be re-examined and redone. You know what I'm saying? The way they look at people.
It's funny you saying that, man, because like a lot of they're doing like a lot of research and a lot of studies into how we police, and they're finding that cops aren't taught how to de-escalate situations, and they're not undergoing follow-on training or learning new techniques like private security and the military have to undergo. So if you're motherfuckers gonna get mad, but if you are a security guard, like in California especially, where you have to have like your guard card to be like a security guard or a bouncer, they get more follow-on training than police officers do when it comes to de-escalation and how to handle people one-on-one. You know what I'm saying?
Certification.
Exactly. And they have to get recertified yearly or every couple years, right? And it's like, but the cops don't have to do that. So they get to come in under whatever the culture was when they came in, where it was, there's no body cameras, we can just fuck people up. And now they're essentially being audited, with the body cameras, with dash cams, things like that. We're seeing that, these motherfuckers are out here like cowboys, and
the unions.
Now, and now the country's, taking a round turn against that, man. Because then we also had, a 17-year-old kid, 17-year-old kid who was murdered by the police when his car broke down. He has a 16-year-old in there riding with him who gave the account of what happened. And it was a traffic stop in Arkansas. A sheriff deputy shot and killed a teenage boy who was only armed with a neon blue jug of antifreeze. This is coming from Vice News. This is last week. You would expect this to be like national news and white folks to be out marching for this guy, but I guess they don't ride for theirs the same way we do, And yeah, man. So this is Lonoke County Sheriff Sergeant Michael Davis stopped the 17-year-old Hunter Britton in Cabot, Arkansas, and this is at 3 a.m. in the morning.
What he was doing out 3 in the morning?
So the thing is that the kid is at a local auto repair shop, pulled over. He's stopped already. He's stopped, right? So it's not like the cop is pulling him over and he's driving, breaking the speed limit, or he has a tail light out, or he looks suspicious. The kid his car is broken down. He's at a auto repair shop at 3 in the morning, and he's going to the back of his car to get an antifreeze jug. Cop rolls up on him. Doesn't even, this is not like, hey, I'm questioning you, you're under arrest, things like that. No, dude pulls up on him, kills him. You know what I'm saying?
And time they erased him.
Exactly. And when Hunter went to put the antifreeze behind his back tire so the vehicle wouldn't roll into the officer's car, that's when the cop fired at him. Like, it's that simple. Cop pulls behind him, throws his flashers on. Kids out there, is working on his stuff. And then boom, 3 in the morning, bro. 3 in the morning, 17-year-old kid killed with his 16-year-old friend over nothing, man. Over nothing. And this is the thing, man. Like, this is a child, and I'm surprised. Where's the All Lives Matter and White Lives Matter people at? Like, where are they at? Y'all quiet.
Where's Candace Owens at?
Where's Candace Owens at? Where's Tommy Loren? Where is she at? Where's Tucker Carlson? Why is, like, all you fucking bootlicking pieces of shit, y'all silent? But white people, you guys should be out in the streets right now. You guys should be out in the streets protesting about this shit. How the fuck can you justify rolling up on a kid at 3 in the morning, broken down car at an auto repair shop, and just firing on him without ever, like, come on, bro, like,
trying to control the scene and find out what's going on, like, just straight up, oh my goodness, man, that's sad. That is truly sad. Like, that is, I forgot what it is. I forgot what it's called, but they're automatically assuming negativity. And I mean, that's the same thing when police officers pull you over, they unbutton a gun. I guess that kind of makes sense because they don't know the intentions of whoever they pulling up on. But this motherfucking cop thought he was like in danger from Rick. Like, it was no other signs. He just thought he was like, he feared for his life, and he probably wrote that in the paperwork.
You know what it was? You know what it was? It was 3 a.m. in the morning. It's probably dark out. Probably thought he was one of us. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, my boys got me. You know what I'm saying? So I can just pop this one off, and I'll be like, oh, well, you had an antifreeze jug. I thought it was a AR-15 or something.
It was a blue gun.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, right. He was a Crip. He had a blue gun. I couldn't tell.
He had one of them damn alien zappers.
Yeah, man. Fucking police,
Arkansas.
man. Or here's the other question. I don't hear any of these good cops saying, hey, that's wrong. Where's the good cops? Cops.
That be the unions, man.
You keep saying there's good cops out there, good cops. Why are you silent? Your silence is violence as well. Your silence is condoning this shit, because when
unions muzzle them, I think that's what that is.
Man, listen, y'all pussy. You want to come get me. I'm in DC. I'm not. Come get me. But nah, man, like, for real, bro. Like, where's the good cops at? we got all these incidents of cops doing fucked up shit, and y'all want us to not classify y'all with them, but when the shit happens, we need y'all to speak up. You're silent. And we just had several issues where y'all wilding again, cops keep wilding, and the good cops are silent. And that's why I'm starting to, I don't believe in the good cop shit. You have cops who should inherently be objective. So there's no good cop, bad cop. I'm a cop that does my job. And then you're a shitty cop. You know what I'm saying? Those should be your options. You got a normal, regular, standard cop that does the job in an objective, investigatory manner. And then you have these fucked up cops. That's it, right? But where are these quote unquote good cops? You guys are silent. Why are you not saying shit? Y'all pussy.
Your point you're making sound like it just remind me of the Spider-Man meme, where it's 3 Spider-Mans pointing at each other, because you calling out good cops to call out the bad cops, and good cops are saying we're all not the same, and they probably want us to call out the bad black people, and we're saying all of us are not the same. So
we call out the bad black people. What the fuck? Hold on. No.
Seem like they try to like y'all don't talk about black on black crime.
Black on black crime is a myth. Fuck them white people that say that.
See, that's what they say. Like we're saying, it's almost
no, it is what it is, man. But listen, they say, oh, well there's good cops because we can show. We can go to Chicago right now, right, and you can see 50 different organizations that are combating gang violence and crime in the city. You can see all the anti-gun violence marches that they have in all the major cities, and they seem to overlook that, right? Yep. But I remember in New York, they had 27 officers step forward and talk about corruption and all type of wild shit in NYPD. They aren't pussy. They are good cops. You know what I'm saying? And you have all these cops that speak out, or they fucking stop their homeboy from beating the shot of somebody. That is a good cop, right? But that's the extreme, right? I don't expect 27 of you guys to go file a fucking class action lawsuit against NYPD. I don't expect you to stop your racist partner from beating the shot of somebody. What I would like to see is these good cops say, hey, this is what was wrong with that. The same way Tony Romo's on the fucking NFL broadcast team, right? And he can say, hey, this is what happened with that play. All right, good cops, why don't you break down this stop and tell us where the cop fucked up at?
But I wonder, because I know how I used to work for different organizations, right? Like there was only one person that was designated to speak to the press, right? So I can only imagine how, only certain people can speak to the press or make statements condemning. So it's almost like you have to tell someone from another force who aren't subject to disciplinary actions of a particular force if they criticize that force. Like I'm curious about that. I think that has to be that has to be something.
No, that's the blue wall of silence. That's what that is. Because if you break that code and you speak out against one of your boys in blue, they'll try to kill you, or they'll let you get killed. Same thing did to Frank Serpico. When you talk to other cops, they talk about this is what happens when you testify or when you fucking do your job and you inform your bosses or internal affairs that we got dirty cops around here, people doing wild shit. Like I'm down in Silver Spring, right? So we just had like the whole Baltimore gun task force tracing big dirty cop scandal. It's like 20 cops wrapped up in this shit, stealing drugs, selling guns, all type of shit. Hell yeah, man. Look up the Baltimore gun task force. These niggas are selling drugs, fucking prostitutes, selling guns. This shit is like Grand Theft Auto, bro. Like these motherfuckers all must have saw Omar Epps and In Too Deep and said, I want to be that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They must saw King of New York, not King of New York, but Deep Cover and said, I want to be Larry Fishburne in Deep Cover. They weren't even undercover officers. They were just the gun trace task force that was doing this dirty shit, and same thing in DC. You just had 2 cops that were drag racing, crashed the fucking vehicle and shit like that. And it's like, you ain't heard nothing about it since, but yeah, man, these cops, man, shout out to y'all, man. Y'all still the biggest gang in the fucking country, man. But yeah, man, let me get off this shit real quick, man, because I don't want to, sit here and talk about all these goddamn cops, man. But what we can talk about is the Olympics, man. I know you're a big fan of the Olympics.
Yes, love it.
Just what are your thoughts in general, just on the Olympics period, with everybody who is doing numbers? I'm looking at these times, Niggas got faster, bro.
Hell
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
The
Like,
human has evolved. I saw a girl break. The girl broke the 400 meter
400 meter
hurdle.
hurdles. Yeah, like McLaughlin. Yeah, man. She
yeah, you
smoked it.
got
She's
17-year-old broke like a boat record. I mean, you got the young girl that's doing 800. Yeah, it's crazy, bruh.
Yeah.
I think shot put record was broken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's just evolution of humans and just us being more in tune with our bodies. But overall, man, I love the Olympics, man. I love just seeing different countries hosted. I think the opening ceremony is one of the best spectacles in all of sports and culture in general. And just like it just teach you about the world, like countries that you didn't know existed. Or like I love that. It's like a walking Wikipedia when you see like different countries coming in and looking at the makeup of the athletes that represent that country, looking at their features, and I love it, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. To be honest with you, bro, and this is unpopular opinion, bro, but I am truly exhausted with seeing social justice in my sports, bro. I'm exhausted. So, I don't know. That's not something I would say on social media. It's best to say it here because it's long form, right?
This is a safe space.
Yeah, not only is it a safe
space, you can explain it.
I can explain it absolutely, where people can just misinterpret my tone when I post it on social media. But I don't know, man. I just find it very, very contradictory to criticize a country and represent a country in the Olympics, right? Like if you want to make a statement, why don't you just qualify and say, fuck this, I'm not representing this country? Like that would be huge.
You can.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that would be huge. And yeah,
you can.
And be I forgot what it is. Like people have that.
Because they did that with Russia. They did it with Russia.
Yep.
They did it with Russia. Yeah. So and they got to just compete just on their own. And you can't, all you gotta do is qualify. You don't have to claim a country. The country is who sponsors you.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes. And once you, and it's, I'm sure like if somebody did that, you know what I'm saying, that young lady that did that, all she gotta do is go to shade room, they'll give us some money, you know what I'm saying?
Yo,
the
I
roommates.
just had a dope ass idea, man.
What? Go ahead.
Because me personally, I'm not exhausted by people protest at the Olympics, because it's not just gonna be blacks protesting. That's why. And that's why I'm not exhausted. If this was like the USTAF championships and people were protesting, I'd feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd be like, y'all live here. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But with the Olympics and what's going on, if you watch, I'm a big soccer fan. They're kneeling in soccer. Damn near every game. Kneeling. They're kneeling in soccer.
In the European competition championship?
In the Euro leagues, the Spanish league, because everybody is going through their shit, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, they had racism in England, they had racism in fucking Spain, in the fucking Asian leagues in Japan, shit like that. Everybody's like standing up for their shit. So it's like, yo, bro, if you're going to do it, right? But like so, you know, I know you had a U.S. elected official, Dan Crenshaw. Normally I don't talk shit about him, but fuck Dan Crenshaw. I don't care if he's a former Navy SEAL. You know, I don't care if he's an elected official, blah, 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 blah. Yo, Dan Crenshaw, suck my dick, man. And this is why. This is why. Nah, I'm just being honest, man. Because you had Gwendolyn Barry, who just qualified for the Olympics. She's a black woman of color who decided to turn away from the flag during the national anthem, which is her right. You know. And then Dan Crenshaw said that she should be removed from the Olympic team for turning away from the flag. Dan Crenshaw fought to defend her right to protest, and now Dan Crenshaw says that she can't protest because you shouldn't be doing that during the Olympics. Well, here's the deal, and here's why you should do it during the Olympics. Because when Jesse Owens was in the Olympics, he was segregated from the white athletes, and the president did not acknowledge any of his shit. You know what I'm saying? And we've been competing and running for this fucking country and winning forever. Let me tell you right now, you motherfuckers, America, you're not built for the Olympics anymore. If black people boycott the Olympics, China wins. China will dust the fuck out of America. You know what I'm saying? Britain will eat America's fucking lunch if black people stop competing. You know what I'm saying? Australia will destroy us. You know, like look at all the events of Summer Olympics, bro. Those are all black people sports. You know, like what else you got for the white folks, man? I don't like the marathon. Nope.
Diving.
Kenyans went. You got blacks completing and diving now.
Synchronized swimming.
You got blacks compete. You ain't see the Beyonce video? Niggas can swim. and synchronization, you know. So it's like, yo,
Beach volleyball.
If you took all, we ain't get that yet. We ain't there yet. We playing basketball, bro. We ain't, man, look, bro. You get some dudes from the big three competing in beach volleyball. They spiking on motherfuckers, bro. You know what I'm saying? They spiking on cats. But nah, it's like you got all these black athletes, right? We all go through a lot of the same shit. And the Olympic Committee for America already said, hey, y'all can protest all you guys want during the qualifications. You ain't doing it during the games.
I thought that was, so that wasn't, I thought that was a mandate from Japan.
No, they don't care. They said they're cool with it.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
the Japanese can't do that shit. Yeah, they already came out and they said, hey, our Olympic Committee say, yo, y'all can do whatever the fuck y'all want during trials. When we get to the games, here's what you're allowed to do. You know what I'm saying? And if you disagree with this shit, then we're not sponsoring you. That's it. And I agree with that. So I agree with you, bro. Like during the Olympic Games, I don't want to see anybody taking a knee. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see I don't want to see a fist in the air. You know what I mean? I don't want to see none of that shit. And the reason is because you do that during the opening ceremony, right? If you want to make a statement, you have all the people come out in a matching protest t-shirt. Ralph Lauren, Polo sponsors this shit, right? Polo sponsors the Olympic teams. They outfit them, and now Skims, Kim Kardashian's underwear line,
move.
They're fucking the official loungewear. Shout out to Kim, bro. She's killing it right now.
Power move.
Yo, and so you got Ralph Lauren, bro, sponsoring this shit. So all you got to do is get a t-shirt, and y'all just wear like that or whatever for the opening ceremonies, and that's when y'all do this shit. So if America was smart, right, they would have like some kind of statement to where as a country we stand for progress, right? And that's what
like
they do.
The NBA, right? Like they had like people had like NBA jerseys on, but they had different things on the back of it. I like that.
And nothing else, bro. Because I don't need to. People aren't qualified to talk about what the fuck the issue is. That's what the problem is. When you put a camera in their face and you ask them what they're protesting for or what they're trying to bring awareness to, it's the same old shit from
surface level shit.
Yeah, it's like, bro, no, what exactly do you want to see change? So if you can't articulate that, then you don't get to do an individual protest. You can do that shit in your own time outside of the Olympics. Like let this time be for America, and in particular, Black American athletes, to fuck y'all up in sports. That's what we're gonna do. Canada, Japan, China, we coming for you. We're gonna fuck you up and go home. And then go home. That's it. That's it. Because I love the Olympics. I've been watching the trials. All these athletes, like especially the track athletes, I've been following them since high school, bro. Like everybody's all like up in I know you're familiar with Sha'Carri Richardson, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's up in her shit, bro. I've been following her since high school. You know what I'm saying? McLaughlin, I've been following her since high school. We grew up, IG Wilson down the street in Neptune. That should have introduced everybody to what the fuck is going on. Like, yo, this shit is for real. Like, we got Olympians in our backyard, bro.
We got three from Jersey.
Setting records. You know what I'm saying?
Setting records.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, I want to see our people go out there and dominate. You know what I mean? And dominate, and that's it. And then we can get back to the protesting, back to the fucking fighting and shit like that, you know. But I
just thought that lady, when she protested, what she said was like, "This country don't represent me." And some shit like that, like that flag don't represent. What she said, the national anthem don't represent me. The one that didn't face the thing, like her words. I just felt like if you feel that passionate, you should have just like walked off and say, yo, I qualified, but I'm not doing it. Like, I just feel like you could make a bigger statement doing something like that. You could take all that attention and put it somewhere else, right? Because that's the platform that you're getting from being an Olympian. You get a huge platform. So why not qualify and just walk away and take that platform with you and just seize that moment and just put it somewhere else? Because it's looking like you just in an abusive relationship, but you showing off, like acting like you're still in love, when you go around company. That's what this is. Like, yo, you know what I mean? I don't fuck with them, but you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my best when we competing or showing off against other people. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
And I mean, with her, it's like it's not like and you know, Miss Berry, I don't want to, you know, I'm not here to talk down disrespect. I have a lot of admiration for it. Nothing, you know, my only thing is like, if you're going to do a protest like that, you know, they're going to ask you, why are you protesting? You know, and it's just like, bro, you don't have it. Like, you don't have, like the flag doesn't represent me. The anthem, that's cool. Right. But you're at a qualifier for a qualifying event for American athletes. You got 3 Americans on the podium. They're going to play the anthem when you guys medal. Like, what do you expect? And then, like, and my thing is like, and this is why, you know, Kaepernick gave you guys the blueprint, right? He was very respectful in his protest, right? And he didn't say shit. He just did what he did and just kept it moving, right?
Kept it moving.
And then, you know, like her thing was, you know, she turned away from the flag, and then she put a t-shirt over her head and just all this other shit. And I'm like, yo, ma'am, you're doing too much. You're doing too much, because now it's not about what you're actually protesting, and it's about how you're protesting. And we all should have learned that this summer when you got people in Portland rioting, right? They don't even know. We don't care why they're protesting. Y'all just burning shit down at this point. You know? So now it's no longer about what progress you guys, you know, want to make. It's about, y'all just being assholes right now. And, you know, unfortunately, that's kind of how, you know, she's coming off is an asshole. Cause it's like, yo, we get it. You can sit there and I mean, I did this my entire military career, bro. Like, I didn't put my hand over my heart and salute the flag, all that kind of bullshit, unless I fucking had to by direct order. If we're in any kind of thing, like, I sat there at attention, sit at attention. It's like, that's not my shit. I'm not singing the anthem. I'm not doing any of that shit. And that's how you can still be you. With, like, bro, like,
be respectful at the same time.
If you're gonna run for us or throw for us, we're gonna pay you this money to go out and represent the country. Then like, but she can't do it during the games or anywhere in the village and that kind of shit. So it's like, yo, it is what it is. Get your shit off now, right? And then be ready to rock. You know what I mean? But yeah, like when the cameras came on and she got asked, she had nothing new to say. You know, so now it makes the conservatives look like they're sounding right, because it's like, oh well, what are they really complaining about? You know, but I don't want to get back on this shit, man. Like on the whole blah blah blah. Fuck that. Basketball. What the fuck? The men's team is going to shit on everybody,
of course,
right? But we got some competition, man. Canada is looking nice. They got RJ Barrett and all those Canadian motherfuckers. I guess Ben Simmons isn't playing for Australia this year. So
you working on his jumper.
That's a fucking joke. Are you watching the playoffs?
Yeah, I've been watching it.
How do you feel about like all the major stars being out?
It feels like parity finally, right? In NBA. You know what I mean? And that's what NFL is so much. So it's more special, right? It's more parity. Like anybody can win it, and it's almost like predetermined when it comes to the NBA. And it's crazy because it's even, you can't even say like it's hard to have parity in a series-based sport when it's a whole bunch of parity in hockey or in baseball. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like AFC is definitely can like advance along in the playoffs in hockey or even win championships, but in basketball it doesn't happen. But you know, I like that. I feel like it's a changing of the guard generation wise. Like you're seeing people really like earn their respect, and a lot of sports commentators are putting their foot in their mouth. Like it's a lot of freezing cold takes right now.
Stephen A. Smith is a fucking idiot. And I love Stephen A. Smith, but he's got to chill. He said Devin Booker is the next Kobe Bryant.
And then he had a couple bad games, and now he's quiet. I'm just looking at like I listen to a lot of Bill Simmons, right? And he'd be like, he was kicking Trae Young back in, like he's never gonna be this, and now he just been backtracking. Like, am I wrong for saying that? Like he always coming at people like that. Now he on his dick. You know what I'm saying? Because he advanced further than Luka did already. You know what I'm saying? And
same thing with Paul George. You know, everybody making the playoff P joke. And as soon as Kawhi went down, Paul George is averaging like 28 points, 30 points a game. Every game. And he had a bad game like when Kawhi was there.
When he missed
Kawhi goes down,
that was huge.
Man, fuck them free throws. That shit happened, bro.
That was huge.
Yeah, but it's like you look at him now. What are they? 3-3 now or 3-2 now?
No, it's 3-2, and they're going back to LA. So they're
so it's
in
about
a
to be
pretty good
3-3.
position. Word.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Chris Paul is not helping the Suns.
It's about to be the curse of Chris Paul. If they lose, this is they're gonna come up with some fancy name to describe his
that's playoff P. That's playoff
utility.
P. You know, and I said it last podcast. The playoff legend Chris Paul, because he cannot stay healthy through the playoffs. And I feel like this is the deepest he's been in the playoffs and actually played.
Yes,
I think teams have gone this far, but he's been injured.
He had a scare last night.
Yeah,
he had a scare last night, bro. Off of that pick with Patrick Beverly.
Yeah, Patrick Beverly, his fucking dirty. I hate Patrick Beverly, man.
He played like he looked just a dirty.
Patrick Beverly looks like a darker version of Bubbles from The Wire. I hate Patrick Beverly.
He looked dirty. Yeah, he definitely like a dirty nigga. He got a fuzzy headband on his neck. Like he looks like he
could be signed to Kodak Black's rap label. That's what fucking
definitely
Patrick Beverly looks like. Just like a
one
fucking
of those clotted dread
musty fucking.
Yo, but I love that he embraces that role though, man. So I respect him. He's a throwback,
dirty bitch. But he's
throwback.
But he's doing his thing though, man. But yeah, he fouled the shot of Chris Paul, and Paul went down. But yeah, man, like Devin Booker was playing good until Chris Paul came back. So if they lose this series, they were up, and then Chris Paul came back, and then they're not up anymore.
Mask though, that mask. Don't forget about that mask. Like I think the mask has something to do with it. And then also to give Don Ayton, man, he's been balling. I like.
He's been balling.
Man.
He's been balling,
bro. And just other people just been going up and down. Like who that guy that was replacing Chris Paul? He had a banging game when Chris Paul was out. Like at point guard, I forget his name. He was balling.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna pretend to know the guy's name. So,
but I don't know. You know what? It's gonna be interesting to see next game. I tell you what, it's gonna be like if that next game is it's gonna be way more pressure on Chris Paul.
Yeah,
and Devin Booker that next game. More so Chris Paul because Devin Booker is still on the.
He's still young.
He's becoming. You know what I'm saying?
And Chris Paul is like a certified legend, guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer. If they redid the 50 greatest players, the 75 greatest players, he'd be on the list.
Absolutely.
He'd be top 25 probably. Definitely top 5 point guards. Say again.
What about the East though? How you feeling about?
Let me tell you, man. I really, really, really want Atlanta to go to the finals. And I really want to see Atlanta versus Phoenix. So it's like two mid-market teams that have really good fan bases. They need a fucking championship. But here's the deal, man. I like Atlanta. I like Phoenix. I've been to both places, right? Great places. This would do wonders for them financially, right? To have a championship team. And then just like Atlanta Hawks fans are loyal, man. Just like Falcons fans. I can't talk shit about them. There's some loyal motherfuckers. Phoenix Suns fans the same way, but I'm just happy to see them there, and they're young stars. But I like Trae Young. I like all these little Steph Curry clones. Trae Young, Devin Booker, all these little shooting from half court motherfuckers.
From
LaMelo Ball.
Steph.
Yeah, from the school of Steph, man. But Giannis is going to win this shit. Giannis is going to get a ring. He's going. It's his year. Like LeBron is out. Everybody complains LeBron's there every year. LeBron. And now you got a final without LeBron. Everybody's complaining. Oh, all the stars are out. LeBron and Kawhi are gone. So now no one playing right now as a star has a ring. I like that. I love
it. I love like I said, the parity, man.
Changing of the guard. I think new stars, new jerseys. We good.
I think this is going to be like one of those anomaly years, though. And like every so often, it's an anomaly year. Like when Dallas won it, when Detroit won it, you know what I'm saying? Like it's usually like,
but they had good teams for a while though, and they were always close.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, but they was one-offs.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, they were.
Like even when Boston won it, it was like one-off because they was in the latter part of their careers. I think this is going to be one of those things. I don't think any team that's left, if they win it, can sustain several championships straight. I just feel like this is some fluky shit. And this is
with the young, man, these young boys, man. They got teams and they're young and they're under contract and they want to play together.
Well, only team that's like that, I think, is Milwaukee. They young, and they under contract. Middleton he look old. He just look old to me.
Yeah, and
they can add pieces. They can add pieces, and they
don't
injuries.
Need any pieces. That's the thing.
Yeah, that was a big pickup, and they got Drew Holiday.
Yep.
Yeah. Lopez been balling.
Yeah.
Like they're a good constructed team. So yeah, I think they can possibly run it back. They've been on the cusp. But
Yeah,
anybody else win it, it's gonna be like,
yeah. I
they
think them and the Clippers would have the best chance of
Mhm.
having like a new dynasty because they got, you know, if Kawhi and PG
What
stay
is
together,
wrong
stay
with him
healthy.
though?
Who?
Kawhi, like why they never give? I feel like they treating him like they're treating him like the damn Patriots injury report. Like it's just like they never give us full details. Like is he
Well,
out
that's his choice.
day
That's
to
his choice.
day?
He's out. He's out for the playoffs. But
But I don't remember them confirming that, bro.
yeah, he's not coming back. He's done for the playoffs. But I mean, like, you don't have to disclose all those injuries publicly.
I
You
thought the
know,
teams do.
that's only for the betting line if they're going to be like day to day. You know what I'm saying? Or if they can play. If they're out, they don't got to say shit. They can just say I'm out with an undisclosed injury. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. As long as it doesn't, because it affects the betting lines. We say, oh, somebody's hurt, and they come back in and play. You know, because then you get. I don't want to get into sports gambling and how that affects how we make rules for sports, and Congress got involved with it. But you know, it all. Motherfuckers used to rig games back in the day. That's the
Hell
problem.
yeah. I mean, shit, I just got finished reading motherfucking the Goodfellas book. Like they had a whole Boston shit, Boston College or Boston U. They was rigging game. That shit was wild reading about that. So yeah, like they were shaving points. Like that shit was crazy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I'm definitely
how much now.
I'm enjoying the playoffs, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, next year, Lakers, bro, LeBron back. Hey, did you speaking of epic battles? Did you catch the verses, man?
Yeah, man, and I swear, you know what? Bow Wow's a good performer.
Bow Wow earned a fan. I was not a Bow Wow fan. That motherfucker can perform, bro. I'm glad you said that.
He can perform.
I'm glad you said that. He performed way better than Soulja Boy. Like, he's a trained performer.
Exactly.
He's a trained
That's exactly what I got.
Performer. And you can tell that he's been doing, I mean, it's his Scream tour, right? So he's been doing big shows and having to perform. And that's just from him at that young age, having to do all he had to dance when he performed, all that kind of shit, you know. And it's like, and then seeing Bow Wow go through the Bow Wow shit, right? And perform every fucking record perfectly. I'm like, yo,
I'm like with the DJ ad-libs.
And then I guess before the shit, 6 minutes before the show started, his hard drive crashed.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that clip. He was stressed out.
And so Bow Wow, I was not a Bow Wow fan before this. And I am not going to listen to any old Bow Wow records. But whatever he puts out new, I'm gonna fuck with. He had a mixtape with Soulja Boy a couple years ago. That shit was hard. That shit was dope. I like that shit. Yeah, man. But and you know what? I don't think Bow Wow won. Let me get that off rip. Bow Wow did not win. It was close. It was close. Soulja Boy won. You know what I'm saying? Soulja Boy fucking won.
Think so? Well, I didn't watch it like from start to finish. I did.
Soulja Boy had better records. And Soulja Boy didn't play his best records. He didn't play his song with Snoop Dogg, Pronto. That shit is hard. He didn't play Mean Mug, 50 Cent. Drake is in the live and said, yo, if you'd have called me, I would have showed up. You know what I'm saying?
Did we made it?
Yeah, or something else. Because Soulja Boy had a new Nicki Minaj record where she dissed Bow Wow. He had French Montana do the Make It Clap, She Make It Clap remix. And then when you think about Soulja Boy's records, like he's been able to be relevant throughout his entire career, and Bow Wow hasn't. And the thing that Soulja Boy kept saying is like, he was like, that shit, oh man, you know. And I feel him, bro. He played records for over 10 years. Like Bow Wow's only new record was the one that Soulja Boy did with him on a mixtape, you know. And I'm like, yo, Soulja Boy, like, I don't want to hear this old shit, a child rapper. I'm like, yo, fucking Soulja Boy got records that are recent, and I'm like, yo, that's why he won to me. Bow Wow couldn't play you a new record. He couldn't. The newest shit he could play was like him and Omarion shit when 106 and Park was still around, bro, and that's it. But what that shit does is you see Soulja Boy's impact in the game and just how much shit that he talked was actually fucking true about. I did this first. I put this person on, you know. And then when you got like celebrities in the fucking comment of the verses saying, yo, this is true. This is what happened. Like, and everybody just co-signed this shit. And then Soulja Boy got some records, bro. I ain't going front. Like
Mhm.
Soulja Boy's kid records were fucking hard. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
absolutely.
Them
Like,
shits was hard, bro.
my wife was like, oh, I forgot about this. I didn't know Soulja did this. Because she was like, what he gonna do? Leading up to it, my wife was like, what Soulja Boy gonna do besides this and that? And
Oh
then when
my
he was
God,
dropping
yo.
them shit, she's like, damn, I forgot about this.
I
Yeah,
forgot
he got
about
anthems.
Yo.
He got anthems, bro.
I forgot about Shootout, bro. That song he had, Shootout, and that whole dance. I'm like, yo, this nigga Block Boy JB stole Soulja Boy whole swag, man.
Yeah.
Soulja Boy invented that shit first.
Did he
You know what I'm saying?
Did he do Dougie? Did he do my Dougie?
No. Soulja
Mhm.
Boy left mad records on the table that he didn't do. You know what I'm saying? And that's because he did She Make It Clap 3 times, which was fucking hilarious. And Bow Wow was getting so fucking mad.
Cut nigga off like, I'm playing this shit 2 times straight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it was dope though. I thought
it was
dope,
good,
man. I
It
think
was
it
good,
showed
man.
the diverse. I think it showed. I love how it showed the diversity in the culture, right?
Yeah.
Everyone gotta be super lyrical, spiritual, spitting
Nope.
miracles.
I
Like,
didn't want none of that shit. I wanted,
like joints
Yeah.
that give you a feeling, or
Yeah.
even like a saying. Like, you know, you heard that song and it gave you a feeling. You knew exactly what they
Bam.
was talking about.
That's why Soulja Boy's a legend. All you
Yeah.
got to do is say Superman that hoe. And you know what that means. You know what I'm saying? Superman that, oh, and niggas ain't know what that shit meant back in the day, man.
Yeah.
And that's
Soulja
why
Boy.
Soulja Boy is a scumbag, bro. That's why I like Soulja Boy. He looks like
Calculated though.
he looks like drug addiction. You
He's
know what
more
I'm saying?
calculated. I think people give him credit for it.
He's a
Because-
genius.
Yeah, I
He's
think
a fucking genius.
because he can be real quiet and like low, like off the radar,
Yep.
and then start saying outlandish things. I'm looking like, oh, he do this shit
He's
so
the
often.
only
It's-
person that
it's
has
a
a comeback
pattern,
every
bruh.
year.
It's a pattern. So that's why I think he does it on purpose. He know how to market himself. He know how to garner attention.
Yeah.
And I think it's not by chance. He does it
Nah,
on purpose.
he's smart. He's smart and he knows how to find talent. If you look at all the talent that he's found and worked with, from Migos, Rich the Kid, fucking he signed Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? Like all these young rappers that are doing shit now, you know, he got tracks with Migos. He got tracks with all these rappers that are doing numbers now that are great. These niggas shot videos in his house. They've lived at his house and recorded in his studio. I'm like, yo, and I'm like, yo, Soulja Boy, if he didn't do lean, Soulja Boy would be looked at a lot differently. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't do lean, but I'm gonna tell you right now, did you catch the So Def all-star performances of Bow Wow second half of his fucking verses? This cheating that he cheated, bro. He brought out Jermaine Dupri, the Brat, the Franchise Boys, like all these, because Bow Wow was on a bunch of classic So Def remixes, bro. And JD still got it. The Brat is still the Brat. She ain't lost a step. And she can still rap her ass off, bro. And I'm like, you know what? I want to see a So Def tour now.
I thought they had one a couple years ago, though.
I wasn't paying attention.
They had one a couple years ago. I think Escape was with So Def.
They did. And I'm an asshole and I didn't pay attention, right?
Yeah, they had one a couple years ago. Because Jermaine Dupri, man, a lot of people be like, it's a groundswell. People saying, yo, he need to get his flowers. I saw this video that he broke down a song he made for Crisscross that became like the foundation for the DJ Screw chopped and screwed music.
I know you're talking about. Yeah. For it's called June 27th was the song.
He broke that shit down. Like, he played it and he showed like, yo, DJ Screw took it and slowed it up. And that beat, he showed how that the DNA of that beat was in so many like screwed up classics. Yeah. And it was like, damn, like JD, man.
He's that guy, man. JD's that guy, man. And you think about what Jagged Edge, Crisscross can't do, rest in peace, because I want to say Chris Kelly passed away.
Yeah, light skin one.
Yeah,
dark skin one.
Yeah, you can still get him up there though. You can still get one up there, and JD can do the rest of the shit. I don't care.
Absolutely, he wrote him.
Yeah, and so you got JD with his track record, the Brat, Escape, all
Mariah
the artists that he worked with. Oh my God, Usher, all this shit, right? All these people that he's worked with, and I'm like, yo, that'd be a dope. I remember the Bad Boy tour was the best shit I've been to in my life, and I'm like, So Def can do the same thing. They can,
hell yeah,
they can pull out because JD, his R&B bag is untouchable. You know what I'm saying? His R&B bag is untouchable.
He got some hip hop joints too, though.
Yeah. the problem with JD's hip hop joints is that they seem to. Now let me. This is no disrespect to DJ. No, okay. DJ Khaled stole JD's whole fucking swag. Fuck it, I'm gonna say it. DJ Khaled stole JD's whole fucking swag by making the big bro. Welcome to Atlanta, bro. If Welcome to the Hood is a fucking copy of Welcome to Atlanta, because before JD was doing big records like that, like the Where the Party At remix, like everybody, right? All those big records, right? Only motherfucker doing it was Puff, and it was like only with bad boy artists. JD was getting everybody. You know what I'm saying?
JD spitting right though, and produce.
Yeah.
Khaled just a personality. He just Khaled is just high level HR.
I'm not comparing them like talent wise. I'm just saying JD put the blueprint out there, and this motherfucker stole it, and just, you know what he did? He got Justin Bieber on some tracks. You know what I'm saying? he got what, Selena Gomez on some tracks, because like when Khaled was doing, like when we really fucked with Khaled, that's when he was making like all the hard records, right? With Rick Ross, with fucking all like the Runners. That's when, like with Terror Squad. That was like, yo, Khaled when he was beating Overcame. Ace Hood, all that kind of shit. That's when it was like, yo, that's when it was like, yo, Khaled took it to another level, right? Khaled made the big like crew record, party record, whatever. The anthem, right? But then what did he do? He went pop, and then everything like pop. Then he had that with that Migos and Bieber record with like Chance the Rapper. After that, everything popped.
That shit is
everything
super
popped. Chance is
goofy.
fucking. I'm not going. I'm Chance is Chance.
Overrated.
No, Chance is in a situation where his value was overestimated, but he has the opportunity to have a huge comeback if he makes the right album. And it can't be like a pop album, you know what I'm saying, or that bullshit he just put out. But yeah, man, like the verses, right? We've seen Soulja Boy and Bow Wow, they did their numbers, and they just had all these great people do all this great shit, right? Did you see the fucking Trina and Eve battle?
I wasn't interested. I didn't watch it. I had to work,
God.
so I couldn't watch it. Also, to be fair, I couldn't watch it because I was working. But I just didn't see Trina having enough joints to compete with Eve.
No.
So I just think I thought that was a terrible matchup.
Yeah, but so they're talking about Noriega and Beanie Siegel. And we talked about this a little bit. You're a Beans fan. I'm
Love
a
Beans.
fucking. Let me tell you right now. Nori is in my top 5 rappers of all time.
Whoa,
You know
top 5 rappers of all time.
I normally don't. When I get asked this question, I normally only name 4. Or I name a 5th that everybody is cool with, right? And I'm like, yo, you know, Nas, Jay-Z, Tupac, Big, and Slick Rick, right? Nori, his CNN and NORE, and you can even throw the Melvin Flint, the Hustler shit, and then like all the shit in between his features and shit like that. Nobody was fucking with Nori. You know what I'm saying? And he's not. I mean, I feel it's like but P goes in that, like for me, Prodigy goes in that same spot too. Right? It's just motherfuckers that had a phenomenal run that they were just untouchable, and they weren't the most lyrical, but they just had it. You know what I mean? And I'm looking at Nori, right? And I know you're the Beans fan. And you said Beans' first 3 albums are classics. I fuck with Beans. I respect Beans. I like Beans. But I'm gonna ask you a question, my guy. I'm gonna give you 20 records by Nori or featuring Nori where he's the main guy. You can't name 20 Beans records that can compete against this. You can name a bunch of Jay-Z records that Beans might have been on. I'm gonna give it to you. Are you ready? Man, I gotta load my clip up, son. I gotta load up the yo.
I'm loading the clip up over here also.
The Cocker Spaniel. The fucking Cocker Spaniel. So that's what it is. This is my Nori 20. Banned from TV.
That's a crew record, right?
Nori.
Okay, banned from TV.
Whose record is it? Nori's. Super
Nori.
Thug.
Okay.
NORE. On the Run Eating. Sometimes I got money and I still feel broke.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, whoa. Body in the Trunk. Getting head in the whip without crashing it. Fantastic Four Part 1. Oh no. Oh no. And that's the record Beans could beat. So I'm gonna throw some of that Beans Could Beat in there, right? But Come Through off the Violator album with fucking Styles P. That evening is a time. You know what I'm talking about? That shit.
I gotta hear it again.
Oh man, I'll play it for you. I'll send it to you. Nothing. Grimy, Head Buster.
Grimy.
That record was so hard, bro. Oye Mi Canto. You can't beat it no matter what. That record is too hard. That everybody loves that record, bro. And now we go into the real shit, right? TONY. Bloody Money. Driver's Seat. Phone Time. Invincible with you got to throw the premium record in there. Invincible. Then you got Bang Bang with Foxy Brown. Oh my God. And then you know what I finished this shit off with? LA.
I can't believe you ain't put Thug Paradise in there, but that's
See, I love that record.
Love that song.
But enough people don't know it. Like
I love that song.
It wouldn't get TVs in the headrest segment. I love Tragic Gaddafi. That's my name. I love Tragic. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But Nori's that
Nori verse is tough on there too, though. The way he come on.
Yeah. Nori, bro, the CNN album report is Nori is the best rapper of all time on that one album. On that album and the NRA album, Nori's the best rapper of all time.
Well, the first time I was introduced to Nori, the general who crave my own crew like y'all cool, blast and shoot, and plus your bitch too. Woo! Talk about an introduction.
Yeah.
When they switched it up to that bitches ain't shit beat. Woo. But that was that Clue tape.
And Nori is a hard out for anybody because Nori has big records, but Nori will get his and Nori got recent records, bro. But it's like, if you just take that 20 right there, Beans got records, but the problem is that Beans' best records, Jay-Z's on.
No, I disagree. I just feel like, but I think the same could be said for Nori though. Like a lot of the songs, a lot of the joints you named, Nori was just on to other people.
It was Nori's record. It was Nori's record.
CNN records. You ain't named also what's your name too off the Firm album?
No, I'm purposely giving Beans,
but Versus is about that too, though.
You know what I'm saying? Because like fucking Tadao with French Montana, we can pull that shit out. Oh me, oh my, that French Montana record off the rip. Trust me, I got 50 Nori records. You know what I'm saying? Like bangers.
But
bangers, bro.
It's a Versus too, though.
Yeah.
Now you know. Now that you break it down like this, I think Cam would have been a better matchup. Because I remember we used to argue about who was better, Cam or Nori back in the day.
Let me tell you right now,
better Cam or Nori back in the day.
No one wants to see Cam except Jim Jones in a Versus. That's the only because I'm telling you right now, if Jada went against Cam wins. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it, right? None of our favorite street rappers don't have as good as a commercial career as Cam. They don't have the generational impact. They didn't influence
cultural impact, right?
They don't have the cultural impact as Cam. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it has to be Jim. You know what I'm saying? Like, who else? Who else of Cam's caliber can verse Cam unless Beans or Nori?
I thought Nori. That's why I thought Nori's they was contemporaries.
Yeah, man. I like that. But I thought Cam would do a versus though.
Nah, I don't think he would, but I think Cam and Nori would have been perfect because I literally remember arguing with my man OC, rest in peace, OC. OC he was talking about matter of fact, he was doing Nori versus arguing Nori versus DMX. I remember that.
Oh man.
It was back during Twilight days, like in the late 90s, bro. I remember OC was saying, he said, I was in South Carolina. He said, the old lady, I'll never forget, rest in peace, OC. He said, the lady called the radio station, I want to hear that N-O-R-E. And the nigga said, what OC said, he said, yo, who write DMX songs? Wes Craven? Yo, that shit was hilarious, but I thought those was like a good contemporary. But let me go through Beans, though. I'm going to start at the first album, right? So who want what? That's one.
Already hating.
Who the fuck want what?
I'm gonna give you one.
Trumped up.
Oh my God. Crew Love. You can't beat that record. You can't beat it. You can't beat it.
That's Jay-Z on the hook.
Yep.
He ain't even doing the verse. Jay-Z on the hook. All right. So again, like I said, who want what? What's your life like? That's a
hard record.
Emotional.
Hard record.
Oh my God, die. But that's another game. Okay, let's go to the reason. What's the reason joint right there? Nothing Like It. Oh, it's Nothing Like It. Oof. That's another joint. That's probably like 3 we at right there. Maybe I think it's a game. Tales of a Hustler.
See, they're not going to do well in the verses, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Because Beans got to come out with
Beans
the
is like
in the club,
ride.
in like the Timberland joint in the club that off the backstage album, record.
Yeah, he got to do like Rock the Mic and shit like that.
Yeah,
Right.
yo, Beans come out to do Rock the Mic, bring Freeway, PD. Yeah, come on now. If Beans,
songs,
one for
PD, one for PD.
Yeah, that
shit
bro.
Like that.
And so if Beans does that, if he does the state property shit and does his big Rockefeller records, which he can't do though.
He don't got enough of those. He might do that. He'll do the song with 112. You know what I mean?
God. So if you take that shit was trash. If you take Beans' solo career, first 3 albums, the big records off of that, and then you take the Rockefeller state prop shit, Beans got a hard 20, and Beans will hurt a lot of people. But Nori, like, people got to understand, man. Nori is a fucking legend for a reason, bro.
I agree. Okay, I agree with you. I think.
But Beans, I'm telling you right now, Beans like
Beans.
Take anybody from the West Coast except Snoop, right? Put him against Beans from like Beans' era, Beans wins. He wins, hands down. No one from the West Coast, no one from the Midwest, right? I'm gonna tell you right now, Beans and Scarface is a matchup. That should happen.
Yes,
Beans wins that.
Scarface.
And Beans wins
songs
that.
Together too.
And Beans wins that. You know what I'm saying? Or you do Beans and Styles P. Beans and Styles P. Beans wins that.
Styles P.
Beans. Oh my God. I'm telling you right now, if you do Beanie Siegel and Ludacris, Beanie Siegel wins.
That wouldn't be a good matchup though.
I know. I'm just telling you.
It's almost like I was listening to somebody break down Makami, and they described Makami as lo-fi. I was like, that's an interesting way of describing that. It's like Beans is kind of lo-fi, right? And
I would love to hear Beans on some lo-fi shit now.
I know, but I'm saying as far as like his tempo and that Philly, that signature Philly flow, which is aggression and passion.
Because he had like that slow, aggressive flow, man. It was like
passionate. Like to me, one of my favorite songs ever was "Still Got Love for You" and "Daddy, Where Have You Been?" Like those
hard
songs,
record, bro.
Give me chills.
Yeah, when Beans getting his emotional bag, like, but
one of the best hip hop songs ever. Once again, is on. Him and Jay-Z, and he killed Hove on that song.
I'm not saying that.
What?
But
what?
Me
he
personally,
killed Hove on that song.
I'm gonna tell you right now, man. I don't think Beans did better than Hove on any song he was ever on. I think Beans came off, and his style contrasts Jay-Z so much that it seems like it. But if you simply listen to
Take You Out This World while you was born, nigga, butt naked, covered in blood, gasping for air.
God.
Yo, no.
What is Thug about? I love that record. Philly. You get Eve back out there.
He right. He won't beat Nori in that. But I just think, me personally, I'll pick him over Nori any day. Yeah. Like
if we're talking about skill wise.
I'm talking about overall song. I'm talking about like what songs mean and like the lyric and the content and the concepts.
Beans can pull out what we do. Oh my God. The problem is that Beans' best shit was with Rockefeller and the nigga dissed Jay-Z.
Yeah, he was emotional.
So you can't do those songs anymore, man. That's the problem. That's why Beans gets destroyed. But Beans don't want none of Nori. But Nori can go with Fat Joe. And that's what we need to see.
That's a good one.
It'll never happen though.
That makes more sense.
Perfect sense.
That makes the best sense.
The crews are all intertwined. They got a million songs together. They're fucking besties.
That makes the best sense right there. Nori
two hard rappers that maintain relevancy and still made like party records, super hard records. That is a versus.
Ever. He been around since '93.
Fat Joe got a hit record. Fat Joe has a hit record in 2020, 2021.
He got a hit. Yep, that song with that with that Rihanna
Yeah.
Yep. He got a hit song every 3 years.
Yeah, like Fat Joe always has for summer. I love Fat Joe. Fat Joe is in my top 10, but I'm completely biased, right?
I bought Fat Joe single, bro. I bought Fat Joe Flow Joe single when I used to buy 99-cent tapes.
You showing your age, bro.
Word is bond.
Because the single was 99 cents and the maxi was like $1.50, $2 to have like an A to B side with like extra songs.
Yep.
Yeah. Damn, man. Shout out to buying a single.
Yep. DNA Records. Yo. So yeah, that's a better one. They need to
Yeah.
get Fat Joe up in there, bro. Fat Joe need his flowers, bro, because he's been
Fat Joe is a
definitely
legend.
he needs his flowers, and he's not mentioned enough. And he's still like he still spit too.
Fat Joe can still rap. I'm gonna tell you what this versus
Great
shit has
beat
done to me.
picker.
I'm gonna tell you what this versus shit has done to me. It has made me. I'm gonna be a concert whore. When concerts come back, any old person doing a concert, I'm going to the shit. Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick, Beanie Siegel do a show, I'm going to it. You know what I'm saying? If no anybody old that does a show, I'm going to this shit because they still got it. You know, they can still do it.
You got catalog. That's why
Hell
catalog
yeah.
is so important. Also,
Yeah, that shit.
catalog, man.
Yeah, because
It's
I'm
definitely making it more like, yo, who got a deeper catalog? Because I thought just putting Trina in there was disrespectful. But speaking of verses, Little Kim called out Nicki.
now I wasn't going to say anything about it. All right, I was going to save that, but since you brought it up, I did a deep dive on Little Kim's catalog. This is not a hot take. This is not a hot take. No disrespect to either woman. Little Kim, I love you. Nicki Minaj, I love you as well. Both queens in your own right. There is no female rapper in the history of hip hop that will beat Little Kim in a versus. No one. No one. I love Nicki Minaj, but let me tell you something. What Nicki Minaj record beats Benjamin's? Little Kim has the best verse. What Nicki Minaj record beats Quiet Storm? Little Kim has the best verse. What? Come on now. What Nicki Minaj record beats Big Mama Thing? And what Nicki Minaj record? Bro, the whole hardcore album, all she got what Biggie Minaj, what Crush on You? No Time. Come on, bro. Queen bitch.
Queen
Not
bitch.
tonight. Not tonight, bro. We can go to the fucking Junior Mafia album, bro. Like, this what I'm saying. And that's just the first album. You go to the Notorious
Nicki
KIM.
Minaj verse can touch Get Money first one and Get Money remix.
That's what I'm saying, bro. How many licks? Like, Little Kim can throw that out there as a freebie for Nicki Minaj, and that's when she can throw on a big record, right? But even Little Kim's story records, like How Many Licks, Magic Stick, bro.
Little like Diamonds,
like Lighters Up. That's a throwaway record for Little Kim. Lighters Up. The Jump Off. That shit, Mr. Cheeks. That's a throwaway record for Little Kim. No matter what people say.
Yes.
That's a throwaway record for Little Kim. You know what I'm saying? And
Little
the thing
Kim
is,
she got the best Biggie tribute out of anybody.
Yo, Little Kim can play that shit Came Back for You.
She can do I Can Love You. I Can Love You verse off of Mary J. Blige.
We're not going to get into the Little Kim, Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans bag. We're not going to do that. If you Little Kim's features on R&B records are just phenomenal. You got Players Anthem. Little Kim can pull out Lady Marmalade, bro. Come on. And that's what I'm saying. Little Kim.
Ladies Night.
Oh my God, dude. Little Kim. and when I look and when she said that, right, I was like, yo, Little Kim is confident. She knows her song selection already. And little Kim, and I'm telling you right now, this isn't random because when Little Kim and Nicki Minaj had beef, the shit was Little Kim ain't relevant. She don't have no recent records. Nicki Minaj was burning up the fucking world, bro. And that's when they had a little beef, and obviously Nicki ended that quickly with quality music, right? In a versus where I can pick my top 20 and you get your top 20 and half of your top 20 is pop records, Starships, you know what I'm saying? High School with Lil Wayne, you know what I mean? Prom Queen, shit like that. Like I love Nicki. She can rap, but she does not have enough monsters. You know what I'm saying? She don't have enough records like that. She don't have like, and we know
Romans. I love Roman.
Roman's Revenge. Oh my God. Like, cause I'm like, yo, Nicki can pull out Did It on him. I love that record, bro. Bees in the Trap. You know what I'm saying? Roger that. Nicki got some records, bro. And she gonna get some points. But that's only if Little Kim throws out those stories I just named. If Little Kim throws out her 20, bro, the No Way Out. Bro, Little Kim is the blueprint for every female rapper. You know who else has a super hard 20? Foxy Brown.
And she's my favorite. You know, it's crazy that I feel like the same way they was calling female rappers now, it wasn't like that. I don't remember us like describing them like by their gender as much back then, because they used to
No.
spit.
Yeah.
Like Foxy used to do that reggae intertwined shit. Like it just was so dope how she used to do like the patois mixed in her flow. Nicki do that too, but Foxy, man.
Well, the thing was is that they didn't talk about sucking dick and getting their pussy ate every 4 bars. You know what I'm saying? Or making a nigga trick on them. They was like, yo, I'm the boss. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. Like, when you ever see Little Kim, like, except for like the one song she had, like, you know, Dreams,
Big
right? But it's like when has like she's always in a boss position where like she's not saying like I'm making
eating my pussy while I watch cartoons.
I'm making niggas scam like these new, you know, chicks. And that's why I'm like, yo, that versus has to happen because you'll see a big difference in the records. And if bro, if they do it the right way, and it's like Nicki can bring her guests and Kim can bring her guests, Kim got it. Because Kim got Diddy, the Locks. She can bring out all the R&B, Faith, Mary J. Blige. She could Lady Marmalade, bro. She could bring out Mariah Carey. Yeah, Nicki gonna bring out Drake and Wayne, and then like some pop stars. Yeah, maybe 2 Chainz. But it's like, yo, Little Kim got too much, man.
It's this Instagram page I follow called Artemis Gordon. Great Instagram page. Like I wonder who this guy is because he be saying some shit.
It's the same guy that runs Ain't No Jigga. That's the same person, though.
Like, yeah, like these people, Ain't No Jigga too. Like your details is like you
That's
are
Jay-Z,
someone.
bro.
Yeah, I think that is Jay-Z. Because he be pulling out like whole outfit details and dates. Like I'm looking like that shit was like 20 years ago. But Artemis Gordon was saying like, yo, he said, yo, Little Kim know, and how Nicki, he said Nicki signed and how she's so competitive that Nicki like that's like perfect person to call out and perfect.
Hell yeah.
Like
Nicki would
loud,
do it.
like
Nicki would do it too.
Do it like
Nicki would do it. Because all they got to do is come in the spirit of like peace and competition, and it's just and I think the best way to do it for them two is they do a record together, and they do the whole verses, and they do the last song, and that buries everything, bro. Because Nicki is a fucking legend, Little Kim is a legend. Normally, I wouldn't want to see people from different eras come at each other, but this shit gotta happen because Nicki fucking Drake, Little Kim. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole, but like Anaconda is a Little Kim video. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like that's all that is. Everybody
she came in off a Little Kim poster. Like she's swagger jacked up from the beginning.
Exactly. You know,
so
Drake. Yo, she copied my whole fucking flow.
Yo, so I thought that was like, I saw that like, damn, that needs to happen, man. Talk about the numbers that you see in other shits. The numbers would be crazy because you got Nicki Barbs.
Yeah, she are like that one to pull 2 million at least. 2 million views at least, bro. And, live. And I'm like, yo. But the other thing, BET Awards.
Oh.
What'd you think?
I have a problem with them. I think our eras and the way we perform are so broad that it don't belong on one stage together. I just feel like I can identify with like different generations, but I almost feel embarrassed when you see the Baby and City Girls performance in the same room as like Maxine Waters and like some of the older Black people there. Like you got I just feel like I don't know how you would do that, but I think maybe they should just break it down and do a BET Music Awards and a BET Culture Awards or some shit like that.
Yeah. So I think the BET Awards should be completely separate from the Hip Hop Awards and like the Music Awards. So I agree. What you bring up is a great point because look at like the outfits that people wear and the songs people are doing and just like the message they're sending. You got Maxine Waters in there. You got you got like all these like Black legends in there. I think it should be separate and it should be like a little more classy. It should be classier. But I mean like the actual show itself.
Oh, but the show, it was they spent a lot of money on production. I love the production. It was beautiful.
Let me tell you, I normally don't fuck with the BET Awards. I had time, and they did a good job. Like they said they were going to do it a little different, and they were going to like class it up, things like that. They did, and everybody showed up. Right, everybody showed up, and I liked it. The performances were really good. Is Lil Baby the greatest rapper of this generation?
I haven't really took a deep dive into his lyrics, but he's definitely on everything, and I like his energy. I think
he
like
can rap, man.
like my wife loves him. I got he's someone that like I'm gonna come back to. I got him like bookmarked. Like I love his movement. I want to get into him.
Little Baby got me the same way the Migos got me, because when I couldn't understand their fucking strong ass accent, I'm like, it's mumble rap. And I'm like, yo, fuck Lil Baby, right? I don't know what he's saying. I can't understand him. And then once I sat down and was like, let me Migos this shit, right? Let me just listen to it a couple times. That's what I do for Migos. I had to do like an hour of just Migos songs, right? And I did have a Lil Baby, and that motherfucker can rap. I knew he could rap when he made The Bigger Picture last year, but I'm listening to his shit and I'm like, okay, I understand what he's saying now. The accent isn't hard to get now. And then he's also rapping clearer now too. Like, he's showing more enunciation now because he understands his audience has expanded. He can rap, man. He did his thing.
They managing him good. I mean, he came out with the Kurt Franklin at the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
And at the end of the show, he come out with and I love their movement right now. Him and Lil Durk. I just love, like, you know what I mean? It's their time right now. As far as the street rappers that are busting through the mainstream. I love what they doing. Tyler the Creator performance was fucking amazing.
Did you hear the new album?
I started listening to it. I didn't get deeper into it.
Let me tell you.
I love how he got DJ Drama on his joint.
Let me tell you.
I listened to a joint today with him and NBA Youngboy. That was dope.
NBA Youngboy, another one. Never liked any Youngboy record. Heard him on a Tyler. I can understand him because Tyler made sure that we can understand him. He spit. He killed it. And it's not on a record you would expect Youngboy to be on. It's like, it's like a love song. It's a love song. And I'm like, you got Youngboy on this?
Yep.
And it's hard. It's a hard record.
But I love the trajectory of how Tyler the Creator's been coming up too, though. I saw like a breakdown of his album, first week sales. Yeah. And my daughter loves Tyler the Creator. They be putting on some shit in the car by Tyler the Creator. My 11-year-old daughters love Tyler the Creator. Like, and I let them rock. Like, first of all, I let the kids listen to something. My wife, me and her bump heads on like, it's cursing, cut it off. I be like, if it's just saying fuck, shit, dick, suck my pussy. Like, if it's just cursing, just like they're happy to curse, I can't let that rock. But if it's artistically done and it has some redeemable value to it, me and my daughter listen to Kendrick Lamar. I had to check my wife, like, nah, let this, like, cut that off. Like, we listen to Sing About Me. I like, no, this song.
This in the Library of Congress, woman.
Exactly. So that's how I feel. I'm roping this back around to who I started with. Oh, Tyler the Creator. Yeah. He's creative. Like Tyler the Creator, he's truly creative. He's very artistic and beat making, and that's the album I want to get into also.
So if you got time this weekend, bro, because you got to drive, right?
Yeah.
Throw it on, man. Throw it on. Did you check out his last album, Igor?
Nah,
I ain't. God, dude,
I'm late on all of him.
You gotta.
I hear a piece here and there of him.
Just go on Apple and start with the Bastard album, and you'll see You'll see him go from like what they thought was like horrorcore, but it was just like he was 17, 18 years old rapping how a 17-year-old, 18-year-old does. You rap about wild shit. When he starts to hit his 20s, the shit matures, and you see him go through all his shit, like through his music, because he's very open about it. And then it's like, to see him do the Igor album, and it was all like, emotional and open, and people are like thinking that, he's just getting the praise because, he allegedly came out about being bisexual, right? I don't give a fuck about that. The record was dope. This new album, he ain't sucking no dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't kissing no dudes on this album. He ain't holding hands with niggas, bro. This motherfucker is spitting that shit, bro. And then I love drama. I love the drama. I don't give a fuck. Even though he did some sucker shit, with Drake, I still fuck with drama. And he's on the album. It feels like a Gangsta Grillz album. It feels like a Gangsta Grillz album, bro. Remember Wayne's Gangsta Grill, Bun B's Gangsta Grill, like the classic, like Jeezy's Gangsta Grill.
Jeezy's, Jim Jones joint.
Oh my God, it feels like that, man. And I'm just happy to see drama with somebody else besides Uzi. I want Gangsta Grillz to come back. Like, if you a rapper, you need a Gangsta Grillz album. You know what I'm saying?
And that mixtape.
I think Tyler doing this, a West Coast cat, not typical hip hop like mainstream dude, even though he's wildly successful, for him to do that and the shit to be that fire, bro, people got to step their shit up. They already talking about this shit as album of the year, bro. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I've listened to every major album by everybody that's come out that's dope. This shit.
I like what you I like when you said major, because people get it twisted, right? They just think everything should be thrown in that hat. Like, it's so broad, right? You know what I'm saying? Because people saying My Comedy should be album of the year.
Yeah, no, it's a dope album, but you got to have that impact as well.
That impact.
If that's the case, I would say my shit is album of the year. I'm sorry, 30 million people heard this shit. 30,000 people heard mine. Big fucking difference. So no matter how good it is, people got to hear it, right? But it's like that album. If you like rap, if you like hip hop, you like bars, you like, it's dope.
So he bar niggas up on there,
bro. And then his features, bro. He got 42 Doug on there spitting. He got Young Boy on there spitting, bro. He got Wayne on there. This is Wayne back. Wayne is back.
Been back lately. He got a main joint West Side. He got main joint with Benny the Butcher. I listened to the other day. Wayne got some mean.
Wayne
features.
is back. Oh, so are you aware of a Benny the Butcher, Jim Jones, Tiff that's going on right now?
Oh, you mean Conway and Jim Jones?
Oh, sorry, Conway. Yeah, Conway. All them Griselda niggas look alike to me, even though they don't look alike. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Conway.
Yeah. I saw that.
So
I thought it was like
Conway
more
and Jim
friendly
Jones.
competition than because I thought it was more friendly competition.
Let me tell you, man. Jones used to be the worst rapper in Dipset. Jones is the best rapper out of New York right now. Jones is the best rapper out of New York.
Best
Jones
albums.
hasn't made a whack album since Pray for Rain. Pray for Rain.
Whack. Oh yeah, that was whack. I'm sorry.
That's his wackest album. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because Capo came after that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before that, he had what? Summer in Miami?
Summer in Miami. Yeah, On My Way to Church.
On My Way to Church. Oh my God. Product of My Environment. Hustler's Poem.
Yes.
So Pray for Rain is his wackest album. Think about that. And he's got like what? He was with like what, 10 deep right now? Like,
he deep in there.
Yeah. The shit he did shit with
Harry Fraud.
Oh my God. Jim Jones is the best rapper out of New York. And I'm gonna tell you right now.
Body of work, absolutely.
If you take away Jay-Z and Nas, right? Jay-Z and Nas out of the question. Over the past, since Jim Jones came out as a solo artist, no solo artist has a better discography from New York than Jim Jones.
Woo! Hot take.
Who? Jada?
I can't argue with you. I can't argue
Fab?
with you on that.
No. Griselda?
Definitely not.
No. Who?
You right.
Mano? No.
Mano.
I love Mano, but
I love Mano what he stand for, but
yeah. But it's like, look at Jim Jones. Every album is it's you know what you getting, bro.
Solid.
You
production,
seen
hooks, features.
Jim Jones. A Jim Jones album is the equivalent of Blue Magic. You know what I'm saying? It is a brand. You know the quality you're getting.
You know what it's gonna smell all the time.
You know what I'm saying? Like it bring like, and you know it's not good for you. You know what I'm saying? You know a Jim Jones album isn't good for you. You know what I'm saying? But it's good for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jim Jones is like he to me. Since you putting these analogies, he's like the Rick Ross of the North.
Yeah. That I never thought about that way, and that makes perfect sense.
He's the Rick Ross
because he's went at everybody.
Consistent.
He's never been one to shy away from competition. Beef with Cam, beef with fucking G Unit, beef with Jay-Z, beef with Nas. Look where he's at now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's cool. Everybody cool. On Rock Nation. You know
on Rock Nation. And he said he want a song with Nas.
Yo, Jim Jones is so crazy. This is the only nigga in a long-term monogamous relationship that's not married. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that's how cool Jim Jones is.
The first nigga that had his girl propose to him.
Yes, that's Jones on TV, bro.
Capo.
That's why I fuck with Jones. And oh shit, Jones and Nori.
Jones and Nori.
Because Dipset, because Jones came out with Cam back in what, 98, 97, Crest of the Fire.
Yeah,
we're gonna keep it a I mean, and then I think Jones,
one song on there.
I think Jones was like on him and Jewels was on SDE, right?
Yeah, SDE, yeah, he was. Yeah, so that's when he started to spit more.
So if you say, okay, Nori and Jim Jones, I like it.
Jim Jones.
I like it. Because now it's just hard records, and that is a street nigga versus, yo. So
Yeah,
that's
street
just
niggas-
everybody in hoodies and Timbs,
Street
nothing
nigga
but
with, like,
Dutch guts on the floor. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like you in an old fucking 95 Buick, and that's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You can make a mean Jim Jones playlist, bro.
I have a mean Jim Jones. I have a whole playlist that's just Jim Jones and Max B. It's like Jim Jones, Max B, and French Montana.
Yo,
And that
one
is
of the
my
best
favorite shit,
mixtapes
bro.
ever. One of the best mixtapes ever is MOB, Members of Bird Gang.
Yep.
That volume 1, bro. Oh, that was like 05. I burnt that down for like 3 straight summers, bro. When Max B, man, we getting real deep with that, man. We love hip hop.
Yeah, but also, so question, right? The DMX tribute, everybody loved it.
I missed it.
It was great. You should watch it. They killed it. So the one thing from it is everybody is saying that Michael K. Williams, who played Omar on The Wire, because of how he did, because he did a DMX verse, and everybody's like, yo, he should be DMX in the biopic. You niggas don't listen to DMX's lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Because DMX was the most, like, Eminem has nothing on DMX when it comes to homophobic lyrics. So I'm like, imagine, oh my God, Michael K. Williams doing y'all gonna make me lose my mind. He's just like all this anti-gay shit on it, right? Or where the hood at, right? All the anti-gay, that whole song is just I hate gays. Where the hood at is like I hate gays. I'm sorry. And I love X.
I gotta listen to that song, but I don't know. I don't even remember. I remember.
Bro, go back and listen to that shit. You're gonna be like, yo, DMX has some issues, dog. Somebody touched him. You know what I'm saying? Somebody touched him in his butthole, bro. And I don't mean to respect him like that. Rest in peace to the God. But DMX has some homophobic lyrics, bro. And that's why Michael K. Williams can't play DMX. You know what I'm saying? Because that'll be some wild shit.
Omar, it'd be kind of.
Yeah, right. Like DMX would not want Michael K. Williams to play DMX in the movie, bro. Right. What are your thoughts on the Lil Nas X performance and then Kiss? Did you catch that?
I saw that, and right when my daughter sit next to me too, so that was kind of interesting. It's a double standard. It's a double standard. You know what I mean? It's a double standard. It just shows, I think one thing about award shows now is it's about moments, opportunities to get moments off. Like Nicki Minaj, Cardi B show she was pregnant, like just like Beyonce show she's pregnant at an award show many years ago. So with him kissing that dude, it's just another opportunity for him to prolong his 15 minutes of fame because he's not talented. You know what I'm saying? You think he's talented?
Have you heard his the first mix that he put out, 7?
No.
Shit goes hard.
Really?
Your daughter's probably heard it. It's a dope album. It's a dope album. I swear to God, I'm not lying. This is not a hot take. Lil Nas X, the mixtape 7, shit is hard. Bro, Rodeo, hard. He got oh my God. He got the Rodeo is a hard record. For the original version has Cardi B. And that version is fucking hard. Then he got Big Nas, Nasir Jones on it. And it's even better. Old Town Road, get it out of here. But then he's got this shit called Hey Panini. It's actually a really good song. He's got this rock and roll song on there. It sounds like some old like Good Charlotte, Sum 41 type shit. I don't know if you fuck with like that kind of like alt punk rock shit. Dope record. 7 songs. Take Old Town Road out of it. It's a dope record. It's like a good listen. The next, like if you listen to, because I listen to music, bro. The Call Me By Your Name song is actually a really good record. If you don't look at a dude on a fucking stripper pole giving the devil a lap dance, you'll never know it's about some gay shit. And it's the same thing with like Frank Ocean, bro. Forrest Gump. You know what I'm saying? Or Novocaine, right? That's about gay stuff. Dope records. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? It is what it is. But so for me, he's a talented dude, man. But I'm seeing like more backlash from women about him kissing a dude on TV.
Good point. I definitely been seeing a lot of women talk about how disgusting it was.
Women. Yeah,
I was surprised. And usually they've been the one that been more embracive of that type of stuff.
Not when it comes to black men. And then same day, Megan Thee Stallion and JT from City Girls making out as well. Yep. No one says shit about that. Double standard. You are exactly right.
Double standard.
Yeah,
It's
I mean, me
clear double
personally,
standard.
I don't want to see Lil Nas X kiss a dude on stage. But guess what? He can do it. I don't care. Just like I don't want to see fucking Megan Thee Stallion. I didn't care to see Madonna making out with Britney Spears.
Right.
But it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to get that moment. You know what I'm saying? And you know, his performance was dope. He's a talented kid, man. But this is the thing, right? He's young, man. And they're gonna do shit like that, bro. You know what I mean? And it's like we double standard. We say, yo, this motherfucker is doing this shit, but we ain't got no problem with 20 butt naked dancers on stage twerking in front of Maxine Waters. We're mad at Lil Nas X for kissing the dude, but Megan Thee Stallion can do all her records.
Yeah.
And no one cares. You know what I'm saying?
Good point.
And I'm like, yo, and now we're going to get into this toxic shit. Women can be bisexual. They can explore their sex. It's Pride Month. Fuck it. We're getting into it. They can explore their sexuality in college, right?
They can have a phase.
They can have a phase. They get a whole phase. They get a gay phase. They get a bi phase, and it's all good, right?
Yep.
Bro, let a girl find out you kissed a man. You know what I'm saying? Your shit is over, bro. You're done.
And that was a brilliant episode, or a few episodes on Insecure. Yeah. Yep. That was great. That was oh my God. Accurate.
I've gotten into arguments over that by asking women about that, like how they react. And it's not even just like, nah. It's like, no, I wouldn't do it. It's like a violent reaction. Like, oh my God, no, I would never date a man that been with a guy where that exploited sexuality. But I'm like, but you let a girl eat your pussy
down low, because he's down low.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but you have let multiple women eat your pussy. You've been in multiple three-ways with women. You've dated women. You know what I'm saying? But this motherfucker kissed one dude, and now he can't make babies, or he's not a man. Double standard. You know what I'm saying?
People with adjustable ethics.
I like that one.
Like that.
You should put that on a t-shirt.
Yeah, I that's something, and I just thought about that. It's something that just annoys me in general. People just adjust their ethics and their morals, and when it fits their comfort. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just drawing a line in the sand and I won't do that. I don't give a fuck what. I just won't. That's unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? But it's too many adjustable ethics. And we see it all the time, you know what I'm saying? And these false equivalencies as well, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's my initial reaction. It was a moment. My daughter was like, ill. I was like, yeah, it is nasty, but I ain't tripping over him more than I'm tripping over anything else.
Yeah. You know yo, bro, this is supposed to be a short podcast. We like 2 hours in, goddammit.
We are?
Yeah, man. It's fucking 9:41, dog. We started at like we started at like 8.
Damn.
What the fuck? That's what happened when you come back, man. That's why, hey, man. But no. So before I get are you following Loki?
Yes. I'm following it.
What are your thoughts?
Love it. That's
why I'm glad you're here, man. I'll be so mad talking to my boys because they don't watch this shit.
Direction it's going into. I can't wait for them to reveal like what's going to happen. Oh my goodness, bro. Like, damn, Marvel's so good. It's like this is a episodic show. This is a show, but it has the quality of a big budget Hollywood film.
Because like, these episodes were all like 45, 50 minutes long.
That's what I'm saying. But like the special effects, the way they're introducing different concepts into the whole Marvel universe. Well, not into the MCU. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Not the comic books. All this shit existed. But for like the casuals who are like in a way they setting up, in a way they just taking away the significance of things from the first 3 or first 4 phases. Like when they just said, "Oh, we use these as paperweights." You know what I'm saying?
Infinity Stones.
I get so excited when that shit drop, bro. It's so dope. Yes, I love it.
Wait, that's like come on Tuesday or Wednesday?
Wednesday.
I'm about to say
midnight
tomorrow. Yo, bro, it's so dope because I'm sitting there watching it and I didn't know what to expect. And I don't think I had any expectations. I had expectations for WandaVision. I had expectations for Winter Soldier. I didn't have any expectations because I'm like, yo, like what bro, Loki's dead. So I'm like, how are they going to fucking do this shit, right?
No, you thought that? You thought that.
What?
That was when Loki's dead. Was you really?
Well, no. I mean like that. I mean like the character that we in the
But
MCU.
but you
Our
saw what
Loki.
happened.
I get it, right? And so I'm like, so we got to see Loki's entire story arc and got to see him go from villain to hero. And I'm like, this Loki ain't do that yet. This is dickhead Loki.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not going to like this guy.
Oh yeah.
But then they bring him in and they just shit on him. They just shit on him and make him feel like shit, right? And I'm like, oh, they humanized him. Now I can fuck with him, right? And that's what they did. And then like, yo, bro, fucking
when they showed everything he did.
Yeah. And then showed what happens in every timeline that, yo, you die. You know what I'm saying? Like you die. But you were good. Like you realized you were fucked up. And I think he was like, and then like when they're sitting down asking him like why he does what he does, and he's like, yo, I'm a scared little boy. I'm using this as a means for getting power. Like they're getting into real shit. And I'm like, oh, okay, man, I fuck with you, man. Even, you know, like with the female Loki. And she's like, don't call me that anymore. Like, this is my name. I'm like, yo, that is significant. That means something. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, like the shit looks like a fucking movie. Like that, like the scene where they're running through
that place that planet that's blowing up.
I want to say it was like Dementis or something like that. What the fuck it's called? But,
that's where their last episode ended. I can't wait to see how that ends. They stuck there.
Bro, I watched like a breakdown of how they did that one shot and they made like a single camera and it's like actually with 3 shots. Like that whole shit is crazy. And I'm like, they're Loki with the way they're doing this, he could be a really he's gonna replace Thor as like people's favorite fucking Avenger.
You think so?
Bro, you see what they're doing. And then I mean you and I know what the fuck is coming up next. He shouldn't be involved in what he's involved in now, right? Like Loki in the comics, nah, that's not your bag, bro. You know what I'm saying? But what they're doing now, making him a good guy, and like they're making him like Wolverine. That's how I see it. This flawed individual with this really fucked up upbringing that did some fucked up shit. Professor X gets Logan, changes his whole shit. Up until then, he was a piece of shit murderer, right? Loki. Up until, you know, like basically up until Odin died, you know what I'm saying? Loki was a piece of shit. Then he became good, right? He got cool with Thor, but it's like now you even gotta go through all that. Now it's like, bro, you gotta do this because you're gonna fucking die, and we took you out of your timeline, right? And then when you find out everybody's variants, and it's like, all right, now we know what's going. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a prediction. I mean, you're familiar with King the Conqueror. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to spoilers, but yo, there's no TVA. There's no timekeepers.
They're the bad guys at the end of the day.
There's no timekeepers. The TVA is in the quantum realm. We already know that. They're outside of time. And you saw when they went back into the one agent's head to find out where the timekeepers were. Fucking Sylvie was pulling up her old memories. The fucking the cop. They're pulling up all these up from their life on Earth. So I'm like, yo, King the Conqueror figures out how to manipulate time because he's in the fucking quantum realm, right? Basic shit. Starts pulling out humans, brainwashing them, making them think it's a TVA shit, right? Big, massive fucking scheme, right? He's making one timeline where he can fucking beat the Avengers. Saying because why else would he worried about so many variants and multiverses? He's got to find the one where he can win. So he's got to fucking make so Thanos can't win. If Thanos wins, Kang can't conquer. So he's got to fucking funnel all this shit into one direction to where he can fucking win. You know what I'm saying? So Iron Man has to sacrifice himself and die. You know what I'm saying? So he knows all this shit, right? So he's like, okay, I'm gonna fucking do all this shit, blah, 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 and funnel all this shit into one fucking thing where I can have everything in disarray and I can come and conquer and I can win. You know what I mean? Because that's what I think he's doing. Because you're like, all right, if all the TVA agents are humans, what's really going on? You know, what's the end game? So I'm like, it's just King the Conqueror. Everybody's a brainwashed human. And Sylvie's a good guy. Loki's gonna fucking expose all this shit, and then that's how it goes into Ant-Man and Quantumania, Multiverse of Madness, and all that shit. But I don't think Kang the Conqueror is gonna be the big bad guy for the next Avengers movie.
You don't think he is?
Nah. They got somebody else coming.
Yeah, and it's gonna take a minute for them to understand who this is, right?
Yeah.
They back in a bag, man. Even like the whole Shang or the 10 Rings joint.
Oh my God. I didn't want to talk about that. You guys stop bringing shit up. You saw the trailer, bro.
Yo, they just pulled out. Yo.
Bro, they got Abomination fighting Wong in a fucking martial arts tournament. You know, and everybody thought Abomination was in some fucking prison. You know what I mean? And now Shang-Chi is I hear that they are going to bring back Iron Fist. Not in this Shang-Chi movie.
Yeah, I heard they put that on. I heard they put that Netflix on hold. Like I forgot the contract they had with Netflix, so it was a cooling off phase. But I heard like even like with Daredevil, because Daredevil was a dope show.
Yeah, and Daredevil's going to be in Spider-Man. Daredevil's in Spider-Man, the No Way Home one, that one. And it's going to be a lot of wild shit, bro. And I think they're going to bring back Iron Fist and Shang-Chi. Like, and I like that. I like that. And I'm even cool with the actor that plays Iron Fist. But imagine if they could bring Shang-Chi in, right? You bring in Iron Fist, you bring in Luke Cage. Now we got something. We got Daredevil. Now we got something. Now we got something. Hey, we got. I mean, what? Jessica? That's Jessica Drew. What her fucking name is? Jessica Jones. She sucks. I don't like her. You know what I'm saying? But yo, she's trash, bro. But you get them. They're all fighters, all martial art. Like, come on, bro. You got something now.
Yeah, they just set it up. Like, I wonder, how do they determine, like, what they writing room like?
Yeah.
Like, how do you just take these ideas and decide which idea you're gonna run with? Like, that is crazy.
And then the way that they
elaborate,
the way that they rolled the Mandarin in to Shang-Chi's dad, even though it's not his actual father, and they just said, "Nope, you're the Mandarin now." Makes sense. I'm cool with it. I believe it because now it explains the 10 rings to casuals.
Yep,
I'm cool with it. Just retcon the entire thing. Fuck my childhood. Just fuck my childhood. And let's go with this streamlined new shit. I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? The trailer is crazy.
I like how they teasing Fing Fang Foom possibly.
Well, they're saying that that's not him.
I heard.
But it's a dragon. Well, see, and that's bro. And so Fing Fang Foom is where the 10 rings came from. So my thing is, you'll see him in the next one.
I think Fing Fang Foom or Galacticus might be one of the next big villains.
Well, Galactus already been through the Fantastic Four, man. What it's going to be is it's going to be Secret Wars, Secret Invasion.
Oh,
that's going to be the big thing.
Next one
because we already see Skrulls.
Yeah, Skrulls.
We already met the Kree.
Captain Marvel.
We already know they're at war, right? We already know they've been masquerading as politicians and other superheroes, things like that. So it's like, yo, well, or
even what's that shit called? They had the Illuminati.
Yeah, that's too deep for the casuals. But Secret Wars, they can get behind that because they can say, okay, well, they just made a bunch because they'll do that for the multiverse shit. That's what it's going to be. Is that the same way they did Secret where they had the universes fight? They could do that. You know what I'm saying? But I doubt that. I think they're gonna go with Secret Invasion over Secret Wars.
Do you think this whole superhero phase gonna die out though?
No.
Of like this craze?
Because comics have been around since forever. We've always had heroes. That's like, bro, Greek mythology is comics. You know what I'm saying? True. Egyptian hieroglyphics is comics. Fucking caveman drawings. That's comics, bro. We'll never get tired of fucking drawing about heroes, bro. We're always doing some heroic shit. So we always have things to draw.
Because you hear how like people like Martin Scorsese, like they make comments. They said like these films are like thrill rides at like an amusement park rather than like high art. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody loves roller coasters.
That's what I'm saying. So do you think it's a phase or it's here to stay?
Because I don't want to have to think right all the time. I'm in the movie theaters. I don't even like going to the theater to watch movies where I have to do too much thinking. Right. No, I want to go see Fast and Furious 9 in IMAX. I don't want to go see Goodfellas in IMAX. You know what I'm saying? I'm bro. Casino. I would never go to the theater to see that. You know what I'm saying? Avengers, if they put Endgame in theaters again, I would go see it again. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I'm saying. So Martin Scorsese, he's a legend, bro. But guess what? He ain't never grossed what Black Panther gross. So your comments don't mean shit, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you ain't pulling them type of numbers in.
You know,
Yeah,
but that's so.
I don't know. But it's even
it's crazy.
Like they even birthing good quality parodies. Like I love Invincible. That was cool.
yeah.
Or the boys, of course, the boys like that is one of the most anticipated things.
They come back this summer too. I'm ready for that.
I can't. When this summer?
This summer.
They're
done filming. They're done. Yeah, it's coming back this summer.
Oh, I thought they was coming. Oh man,
they got it's a lot of. I mean, Jupiter's Ascending. I think that
they got canceled. They got canceled, bro. I heard they doing like a offshoot of that. But what's the other joint on Netflix where they be time traveling and shit? What is that shit? Damn, my wife got into it. Mary J. Blige is in the first season of it.
Oh my God, the Umbrella Academy.
Umbrella Academy.
That shit is fire.
Yes.
They got all my favorite actors.
Yes.
The story is crazy. I do have a question for you, and I wasn't even going to mention it, but it's Pride Month. What are they going to do about Elliot now? Because it was I do not even know his former name anymore. My man's name is Elliot now. Elliot Page.
She's like
we don't want to misgender. Yeah, he is now a man. He's going through the sexual reassignment surgery. He is now a man. How did they change that character in the show? That's the question.
A big character too.
The most important character.
Most important character. Well, maybe a rap will have to recast, but even if they recast, that'd be a fucking publicity nightmare.
Or does he play a she?
I don't know.
I don't know, man. Because she had a boyfriend in the show. You know what I'm saying?
But they got a release date though. They got a season 3 release date as I scroll through my.
Because I want to say it was the Sparrow Academy was the other academy that got formed when the Umbrella Academy didn't exist anymore because of what happened in the 60s. That's bro. I'm about to see why you bring that shit up, bro.
I mean, Elliot is still tweeting about it though.
Yeah, I mean, he's dope in the show.
Super dope.
Like, and I'm like, okay, so you know what? I don't care. I don't care what they do. Just continue the show. If he's going to be a guy, he's going to be a girl. I'm sure they'll figure it out. I'm gonna watch. As long as their powers stay the same. That's it. Like, Elliot has to have the same powers. That's it. Don't fucking be like, oh, I changed my gender. No, man.
Don't wear the same powers.
Down. You're just wearing. You're just a guy now. I'm cool with that, bro. I'm cool with that because oh shit, I got it. I'm a genius. I'm glad you brought it up, bro. Remember how the younger brother who time traveled when he was an old man and came back as a boy. Yep. When they go to the other timeline with the Sparrow Academy, her gender got changed the same way my man's age got changed. Because it could be like, the same with Loki, where Loki was gender fluid when they went through that fucking time warp because he was gender fluid. He's a dude now. The end. Netflix, holla at me.
Put that on Reddit.
Yeah. But yeah, man, this shit is going long, man. Like fucking Tom Brady and Super Bowl,
I need another glass of wine. I'm hungry.
Yeah, man. Now, I got some homework.
Good to be back, brother. Good to be back.
Yeah, man. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure people are glad they heard another voice besides mine. So we'll keep it at that, man. Before we get out of here, man, anything you want to say? Any words for the people?
Stay cool, man. Hope you got an AC. It's hot as shit. It's hot as shit. Especially, I meant to get your take about that. I mean, you've been all over the country. Like, is it really that big of a deal that the Pacific Northwest is experiencing this? Like, tell me,
bro,
why
they are setting records for the heat. I want to say in Seattle, the cable car company, which is like famous up there, is shut down. And it's because the heat is melting through the wire, like the sheathing for the wires
Mm-hmm.
And so now there's exposed electrical and like braided cable components from the cable cars because of the heat. You have asphalt buckling.
I heard that.
Bro, I have never seen that in the South, and it's hot as fuck. You know what I'm saying? So so for them, they're not. I mean, the same thing with Texas going through this the cold snap that they went through, where they weren't prepared.
They decentralized.
Pac Northwest, Pac Northwest is not used to heat. They used to rain and being overcast, the sun being blocked by the clouds. That's why Twilight was filmed there. You know what I'm saying? The vampires in that bitch, right? But nah, man, they're listen, everybody in Pac Northwest, I hope you got AC. You know what I'm saying? So I'll say that, bro. But man.
Well, stay cool, America. Stay cool. Hopefully we'll get through this in the next few days. You know what I mean? But I'm definitely in my ACs and fans going everywhere in other rooms, so we good. Mike rides in the morning.
I'm gonna get out of here with this, man. Just two things, man. Once, just thoughts and condolences to the victims of the Surfside condo collapse in Florida. There's the death casualty got raised to 12, but there's still over 150 people unaccounted for. And it's after 3 days, you can't survive without water. So that's it, you know. So thoughts and prayers to them. Hopefully we get some better news out of this, but it's not looking so good. And then the last thing, man, fuck being woke. Should never been sleep. Cognac Stories Podcast. We out of here. Peace.